You have a good one. Alright, stream is going to start now.
I should probably
Wait, let me hurry and say some very vile
It's too late.
things
I
before
already
it
started it.
Your mother.
demonetized.
Insert expletive, swear
Mute your
word,
stream.
cussing.
Ah, shoot dang.
Let me know when it's been 10 seconds so I can say fuck. Oh, shit.
And start now.
It's been like 16
where's my-
seconds.
All right. You guys ready?
So now I actually can't threaten my dog.
I
'cause
can-
will.
I can hear I'm getting my glasses.
Oh,
I'm
Asa,
here too.
It's
What?
glass.
I almost sent you a TikTok I saw of it was like it was just saying this is the ending of One Piece, and then it's the from the SpongeBob movie where he opens the chest and he's like, I finally found it. Tickets to the SpongeBob movie.
Tickets to the
And it's
SpongeBob
like, that's such a
movie.
niche meme that I feel like only Asa would fully like everyone would appreciate just the dude yelling about the SpongeBob movie, but the One Piece ending.
You should have said that.
Asa, what I want to know is,
No.
did you watch the live action One Piece?
Oh, I saw like the first episode, and I haven't gotten
Was it
any
bad?
further. I mean, everybody says it's super good. I think it's good, but it's not crazy good like everybody else is hyping it up to
Well,
be.
considering the
What
fact
are we
that you
talking
watched
about?
the anime, I trust your opinion more.
Well,
than
I
yours.
live
think-
action
I
One
also
Piece.
think-
Too, yeah.
I also think the reason that a lot of people like it, like not more than the anime, but the reason they think it's really, really good, is think about every single live action anime adaptation. One Piece is the only good one. Every
Yeah.
single anime
That's
live
fair.
action adaptation has been hot garbage.
I don't know
So the
about
fact that
Attack on Titan.
did they have a live action?
Yeah.
They did.
It
Oh,
was,
well then,
it was
never mind.
very.
Was it good?
No.
No, it was
Oh,
not.
It was
okay.
awful.
I just was like, well, Attack on Titan is way too good for anyone to ruin the source material, but I guess they
Was
did.
They really did.
Never doubt someone's ability
I
to
don't
ruin a
believe-
live action adaptation.
I don't believe Armin even existed in the live action.
What?
one.
Nope. Armin didn't even exist.
He's like the
need a
most
keyboard?
important at the end of the show.
Spoilers. No spoiling, please.
Well, actually, Coolant, Buzz
Actually,
Lightyear
no,
dies
no
in Attack
spoiling.
on Titan, so
It's true.
one of my
Jesse
favorite
becomes
things
Too
that
far.
New keyboard.
one of my favorite things that I ever tweeted out.
Alright,
was
I'm
that,
gonna
like,
join on my
it was on the
Okay,
it was on the
bye.
night, like the midnight premiere of Infinity War.
Hmm.
I think I said I cried when Daffy Duck died in Infinity War. I think that's what I tweeted out, and I'm proud of that to this day.
That's pretty good.
So, about
Alright.
that arm
Let's
wrestle.
do this shit.
I just like how Coolant is sitting very low in his chair. And so, like, all I see is, like, his nose up to his forehead
There we go.
on my stream.
All right, you guys.
My
Let's go
feet
ahead
don't
and
touch
jump
the
in.
ground when I'm this high, dude, and it's annoying.
Oh, good.
So,
To make sure everybody's in with us, let's go ahead. Have everybody jump in so they can hear the music, and
Wah!
we'll be all set.
One of
Okay,
these
let's-
days.
Alright.
L for me.
Al
Oh,
Dante.
Caleb. What do you
Please
mean? Oh,
don't
because you're in
definitely
because you're in Apple Music.
I'm also an
Yeah.
Apple
Wait,
Music.
do you use Apple Music too?
Yeah.
No, you do?
You disgust me.
What? Since when, Caleb? I feel like I. What?
It was
We
your
literally had
birthday.
this conversation. I literally like showed you my playlist of the God Complex, and I was like, I took all of your songs and I
Oh,
had to
yeah,
type them
you
into
did.
Apple Music because I couldn't just
I
add it.
remember that now. I do remember that. Man,
All right,
I was there. I
select
remember
memory,
it.
I guess.
everyone, welcome to the lands of intrigue and the whispers of deceit.
I passed the Lands of Intrigue.
And I seduced the whispers of deceit.
I rolled a seduce.
Attack the lands of intrigue.
That didn't take long, did it?
Nope.
No,
let's torture the lands of intrigue first.
Isaac, that's your cue. No,
Does that mean I'm
alright.
gonna rip off fingernails?
I think it does. Yes.
How would you go about ripping off fingernails of the lands of intrigue?
You know,
How do
would
you
you
go about
actually-
seducing it? I don't know, Chase. We find a way.
You go. I can. How you go? You go have sex with a river, dude. That's how you seduce it.
So, actually, interestingly enough, the land of Tithir itself has that big peninsula on the north side that has like the whole bridge of land off to the west.
I have a big
That is
peninsula on my
called-
south side.
The dragon's neck and the dragon's head. What did you say, Asa?
Nothing. Ignore it. Ignore it.
It's so dumb.
He just said. So you were like, yeah, there's that big peninsula on the north side, and Asa just goes, I have a big peninsula on my south side.
Gosh, dang it.
I think my favorite Asa interjection that we've ever had was Logan was like, Isaac starts sinking in the quicksand, and everyone starts saying everything, and Logan's like, what did you say, Asa? And Asa goes, what is he sinking about? And then Logan just, 3, 2, and we're like,
I'm in the process of dying.
Please, Logan, continue. I'm sorry.
Anyways, speaking of ripping off the nails of the land, there's actually a part of the land called the dragon's neck and the dragon's head. And presumably the Weldith is the dragon's body, so it's got to have arms somewhere. Chop down a tree that might be considered the dragon's toe.
Well, let's get to
I
it,
will do it.
gentlemen.
I will
Isaac
collect
leaves the party and goes to find a tree that would be considered a nail.
Guys, I have an important thing to do.
He just leaves for a solid session.
All right.
No,
so,
actually,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, that's what I'm
canonically-
doing next session.
No, canonically, that's what Isaac was doing for the 2 sessions that he was gone.
Right.
He was like, I got some.
And it's what I'm doing next week. I have work next week, so I'm gonna go get a toenail.
Patient.
without further ado, shall we?
No, we're missing someone.
Patient gone.
Oh.
I disconnect. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't. I would
He's
never.
Does that mean I get to rip off more fingernails?
No.
Yeah. No, it does.
No, because he like his whole thing is ripping off fingernails if it's justified, and
Mm,
nobody's done anything to be
Yeah,
justified.
it's always justified.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And now that Keeper's not here, it's even more justified.
Does Keeper have fingernails?
No, but he stops Isaac.
He has gears under his face.
Mm.
Hmm.
Also, why has it just become a thing of like it's only fingernails now? There are
Nothing
other
for
ways to
anyone
here.
torture people.
Who would like to give the recap of last week's session?
What's going on?
Eh?
What's
Frick, oh my
I
gosh.
can. I don't know. I can.
how are you doing over there, Coolin?
I've given the recap
Bad.
so many times I feel bad.
I will
Really
give the
bad.
Go
recap.
for it.
Not a lot
Fine.
happened actually. So if everybody's ready, I'll jump into it. So
Yeah.
we finally helped the people in the inn, and we wanted to level up really bad. So we were like, okay, before we torture this dude, let's take a long rest. So while we all hunkered down in this room with our captive, we heard some howling, and we're like, what the heck was that? And then the capture guy was like, hey, 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 hey. He's like, you guys about to feel my wrath. Well, not his wrath, but like his party's wrath. So we started preparing for whatever was coming, and this total baddie with like red hair showed up riding a wolf, and she yeah.
Why was this
What?
the session that I let Asa do the recap, dude? The one where there's
So-
a hot dummy mommy.
She came in like she knows what she's doing.
Hindsight 2020, my guy.
It is.
Yes. So she shows up with like 5 or 6 wolves, and they start breaking in the building and scouring around. They see the guy that is part of their party or group, and they attack him so they can silence him. But it turns out it was Declan, and he, with a thunderous boom, rocketed out of there onto the next building over with Ashton. And
Ashton.
they're like, what the heck? What was that? So now they're getting all suspicious. So in an attempt to rescue this guy and get more information out of him, we all flee the scene. So as we're running towards the college, we see that the college was attacked as well. Before that, some poor guards died, which was unfortunate. I tried to warn them, but they're kind of stupid. So anyways, we go
They
to
were
the...
brave.
At
They
any
were
rate,
confident.
we got to the college. Declan ran off to make sure his daughter was okay. And as he was doing that, we found we went to go see if Gidget was okay, but we found his remains, and there was a sad moment for Keeper as he was contemplating what to do next. And in his contemplation, it turned into rage, and he killed the guy that we were trying to save. So feelings were felt. Let me think. Draconis got mad and took a step outside to get a breath of air. Keeper, who consoled Keeper? Was it Ashton?
Asham.
It was Ashton. Ashton, yeah.
Asham.
So he consoled Keeper, got him to come outside, and for us to regroup and run away towards Declan, who was meeting with his daughter. Who was the guy that was watching over his daughter? It's
Tardith Lannistaff.
Tardith Lannistaff. So we meet up with him, kind of tell him what happens. We're like, yeah, your group that you were working with, the Emerald Enclave, not Emerald Enclave, it was
Emberborn.
the
Emberborn.
Emberborn. They're like, they're dead except for this dude. And we're like, you need a new group? So he's like, oh, okay, sweet, yeah, you guys seem pretty chill. I can work with you guys, but he's like, we should talk about it over lunch and finalize everything. For now, just go get some sleep. So that pretty much wrapped everything up, and now it's the next day, and we're just waiting for lunch to happen.
I thought we had lunch. We have dinner. We
Dinner
have
dinner.
dinner. We have dinner.
That's right. Actually, I think we,
All three of us.
we have dinner.
We have to go get dinner, dude.
I can't remember. Did we meet for lunch?
Hey, so
or
you
did we
forgot that
kinda-
we have to go get dinner.
Oh,
Yeah, we
yeah.
met,
Yes, we
we
did
met with
meet.
Tardith for lunch.
Right.
Yep.
That's where we had that conversation.
Speaking of lunch, I'm
Right.
gonna go check out my pizza.
Because he was like, you guys should join my group, and we were like, let's talk about it. Let's sleep on it. And he was like,
Right.
cool. And then we went and had lunch.
Yeah. And then we just basically told him, yes, we will join you.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, pretty much. And now we're going to dinner.
With a
Indeed.
fancy duchess.
Where's her
Oh,
name
yes.
at? Where's her name?
Adeline
Adelaide.
Hall.
Oh, Adeline. I have Adelaide. Let me Adeline. There we go.
Adeline Rivenhall.
Okay. And so in
You
this
can ribbon
instance,
my hall.
you guys are 12. You guys are still at the lunch with Tardith.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I'd like to take it away right from that moment, because there could potentially be some more things to learn from Tardith.
Logan's gonna attack us again.
I
Curse
accidentally
you.
kicked my dog in the face.
Curse you. Curse you.
Logan says Tardith is actually a zombie. Anyways.
How'd you know?
Yeah.
We didn't tell him about Jethro yet, have we? In the Night Masks.
Jethro and the Night Masks? I thought
I don't think
we
so.
did.
We
Okay,
did.
well,
We
Jethro
did.
is
We did.
What?
We told him that we killed Jethro and that Lucius died as well.
No, oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Not
Keeper
Jethro.
said that.
Who's his second in command, basically?
So you had Lucius, who was the guy that Keeper killed, and Jethro was one of the people in the combat at the.
And I believe
Right.
I believe Jethro was the second in command to Lucius.
No, let me. Yeah,
So that's where you're getting your whole second in command thing.
Mirthral.
Also-
I'm thinking about Mirthral.
Oh, yeah,
Mirthral.
Yeah,
You
Mirthal
guys
is.
have not brought that up to Tardith yet.
I might bring that up.
However, before we jump back into roleplay, some other things that Tardith revealed were that he believes that there are a total of 5, now 4, counts within the ranks of the Night Masks. They are all kind of leaders over different factions or cells or entire groups of the Night Masks, each with their own specialties. And so He suspects, he doesn't have any proof for this, but they work so perfectly together that he thinks that someone else is in charge of all of them. You guys just took out one of the counts, and there are 4 more. He thinks that there's
Pretty weak
an
for a
overlord
count.
or a hierarch. Also,
Okay.
you guys found, or pardon me, he gave you Elam Sunspear's book of research on the keys of dissolution. That had been found in the Count's or Lucius Nightshade's room at Silverwood Manor. And Keeper began to translate it. He was able to translate a very small amount of it. And the more he translates, the more information you guys will get out of it. But he essentially found that the keys are 12 in number. They are massively powerful, and we think that the keys are what the night masks are looking for.
Right.
And
Keys of disillusion.
each one has the power to dispel magic or destroy enchantments, but they are exponentially more powerful when brought together. If all 12 could be brought together, they could destroy the highest levels of magic, like that of gods or of dragons. And so, pretty big, heavy stuff. Now the challenge is the last thing that Keeper was able to translate, which was Elam thought that he knew the location of several of the keys.
This
And
Narnia.
yes, it is.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
All right, and with that, we are sitting at a sturdy and well-made table, with Tardith at the head of the table. Each of you has eaten lunch, and all of this has been said. You guys just agreed to working with Tardith. And that is when Tardith will say, "Well, I can't say I am grateful for everything that led us to this moment, but I am grateful that you have chosen to work with me. The Emberborn Enclave," and he'll look to Asham. He's gonna say, "They were an effective group, and were it not for them, many more lives could have been lost. One thing I didn't have time to offer them, but I would like to offer you, is a place to stay within the city. I would like to offer you," and he's gonna gesture to a servant who's gonna come over and proffer a parchment of paper. He's going to say, "I would like to present to you Rosegard Keep." And Rosegard Keep is a manor comparable to Silverwood Manor, though not near as big, and more industrial than ornate. In Gon's Yard, kind of like right on the edge of the city, in between the river, or pardon me, if the Citadel's here, the river's here, Rosegard Keep is right on the edge of the city, next to the bridge going over the river. Does that make sense?
So,
Okay.
Yeah.
It's in John's Yard, you said? Just right next to the...
Yes, so
Okay.
kind of like northwestern part of Gon's Yard,
Okay, okay,
like right next to the bridge.
okay. So is this a place that we're all gonna stay, or just Asham?
All of you. He's offering this to the Reclaimers as an adventuring crew.
I'll take your
And-
entire stock.
Does it have a security detail?
It does not.
Okay.
He is offering the deed,
Okay.
not a staff.
Okay.
Staff will be up to you guys. Not out of the picture, or not out of the question, but up to you. So with that, He says, "Should you like to move in? This is." Oh gosh, no, Cooland, I have not. This would be a safe place for you guys to, for your crew to stay in between your adventures.
I'm back.
Okay.
Thank you, kind friend.
Of course. I will admit, I would have likely offered this offer to the Crimson Company, but they haven't been seen in several days. They haven't reported in.
Does Methal know anything about where they might have gone?
I'm not sure. He is the one who told me they haven't been seen in several days. Yes, Asa?
Oh, yes. I, I have concerns, concerning Mirthal. So you have talked to Mirthal recently?
Mirthal.
Mirthal?
Yep.
Mirthal.
Yes, I spoke to him earlier this morning. In fact, he is the one who suggested that I make the offer to you.
Interesting. What do you know about Mirthal and his relationship with the bombings? Were they investigating it at all before it happened?
Yes, and now that you've formally accepted my offer of partnership, I do not feel the need to hide his role in this. He is the Scout Lord, and as a result, when it comes to investigations, he is usually my right hand. And throughout this entire process, he has been offering his aid and leading the head, or spearheading the investigation.
Okay. Because I have discovered information that he was he knew the bombings were going to happen at the colleges before they happened. I know what did we discover? That it was he we found, what was that? We found like his mark on blueprints. It was just the blueprints, right? Of
So you found his patch, or pardon me, a patch on
That's right. On the
or
document.
Isabel's husband's armor.
Right, and Isabel's husband had blueprints, or what did he have? He had
No, we
blueprints of-
located the blueprints at the other place.
No, but he also had something. Oh, he had notes about. He had research notes.
notes.
That's what it was.
Like guard patterns, shift timings, things
Okay.
like that.
I'm gonna present that to Tardith, and to ask him if this seems normal or irregular that he was
Right.
researching these patterns. And
So as you're pulling all that out, Tardith is gonna say, "I'm afraid you must be mistaken. I've known Tardith, or pardon me, I've known myself. I've known Mirthal for the better part of 30 years. He is a brave and cunning warrior, and an honorable man. I would not be exaggerating to say that he is truly my best friend. I believe him to be incapable of what you're suggesting."
I'm just giving you the notes of what he was doing. I'm not suggesting anything. I'm just showing you what he was involved in.
And as he gets these notes, he'll say, "This is unsettling. Where did you say you found this?"
It was in one of his, I would like to say subordinates, but it was somebody who shared the same mark as his. And I kind of present the crest that like when the document that Mirthal gave us, I present like the mark that he has, like he put in the document. And I said, a man who had the same mark, or bore the same mark. I found these notes in his house.
Ah. This. Do you know what this mark is?
I assumed it was the mark of the scouts. I'm not completely sure.
You're partially correct. There is a special unit within the Scouts called the Light Lancers. The Light Lancers are a special unit organized by Mirthal himself, who train specifically in sabotage and demolition.
Oh.
If they were involved, and you'll see him kind of like lean back and start to question his belief in Mirthal, and he's gonna say, if he was involved, that would explain the bombings. The Light Lancers are more than capable of this, but it is a very small group. There are no more than 10 Light Lancers at a time, and he is very specific in who he chooses.
Do you think the Crimson Company might that's the reason of their disappearance?
The Light Lancers?
No, Crimson Company. Do you think they are the cause of their disappearance is because they're on a mission for him?
Perhaps. But he's been keeping me apprised of everything he's done. Let me send for him. Let me send for him. And he'll wave to a servant, call him over, and say, or tell them to bring Mirthal to him.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, Mirthal's coming. Depending on how long it takes for Mirthal to get there.
Logan's
Okay.
Huh?
Well,
Logan's not saying anything, but one of us could die.
so I kind of okay. So Tarda, what do you want us to? Do you want us to confront him about that? What do you want us to do? Do we just want to
Run.
ask him? Like, are we confronting him? What's the game plan?
Stay here. We will present this evidence and see what he has to say for himself.
Oh, that's
I-
not mine.
Like I said, I cannot believe that Mirthal had anything to do with this.
Well, I thought the notes were just him researching the bombings and trying to prevent them. But if it looks like that he was responsible through this research, that he was responsible for the bombings, I don't know what to make of this. But if that's what you gain from it, I'm just trying to give you this information.
No, and if you found someone who was involved with the bombings, that's a greater lead than we have been able to find thus far.
Okay.
This is important.
Oh, hey,
Um,
and I kind of look to Keeper, kind of ask him if he wants to like give the blueprints. I kind of talk about the blueprints. Like I'm leaving it up to him because that involves the night masks, and that, yeah.
I don't know that Keeper really wants to reveal the blueprints of the Citadel
Okay,
to Tardith right now.
perfect. Let's do that.
okay. So, the conversation will die down. You guys will talk about recent events, get to know each other a little bit while you wait for Mirthal. And eventually, when the tiny little elven man does make it through, or
Okay,
does
yeah.
arrive, that's right. He's like 5-0.
Yeah. Hello, fellow hype man.
Fellow hate man.
He will step through the door, and it appears that he doesn't know what has been discussed, only that Tardith has summoned him. And so as he steps through the door, you'll hear Mirthal say a formal greeting, and then he'll ask what he's called here for.
Yeah, mom.
And Tardith will say, "These adventurers have found disturbing information that we would like you to address right now at the forefront of our partnership.
Damn, he's calling us out. Okay.
Oh, hot dog.
He's technically calling both us and Mirthal out.
That's true.
Yeah.
He's saying they could be lying or you could be lying. Who is it?
True. It's true.
I don't like these odds because
No way.
there's
I know, I don't either.
because if Mithril is like bad, he could just say that we are lying, and
Mm-hmm.
I
I
don't
would
know.
point out from a DM's perspective, though, you guys have one person in your party who also knows Tardith very well.
That's
So,
true.
I'm just
There's
kidding.
credibility on both sides, right?
Like me.
Now, with that being said, Tardith will say, Reclaimers, please present the information as you showed it to me.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and then I grab the evidence from Draconis
Sure.
and slap it on the table.
Okay.
All right. So the vertically challenged people duke it out with words. No.
All right, young whippersnapper. You're probably an elven man that's hundreds of years older than me, but I look older.
Rips off
Saul
shirt.
will look over the evidence, and he will ask, "And where did you find this?" Or pardon me, he has a higher voice. And where did you find all this?
Your mom's house.
Yeah, mom.
What was her husband's name?
Isabel.
Isabel's husband's name. I don't know if we've ever.
Skibbity Jones. His name was Skibbity Jones.
Hippity
I don't have his
hoppity.
name in the. I mention him in the notes, but not his name.
Yeah, we never like discussed the name.
I think, judging by the face Logan's making right now, he didn't make up a name either.
He was like,
I propose the name
Ra-
George.
I see a blue
George?
screen on his face, which means he is randomly generating a name right now.
No, he, in my notes, I have the husband, or whose husband was this, and I only have husband. I didn't.
I like
write-
keeper suggestion of George.
Currently
Okay,
generating
well,
a
then
name.
here, you ready? You ready, Logan? Big brain idea. If all you have in your notes is husband, based on the sticker on the bottom of your water bottle, his name should be Levi.
Levi.
I'm all for it. Levi. All right.
But Levi's dead. We can't.
Levi's not dead.
Spoilers,
Well-
dude.
Our husband's dead, so
Oh.
Spoilers,
Levi's now dead.
dude.
I was like, Levi's not dead.
Spoilers.
hey, whoa! I'm not saying the actual Levi's dead. I'm just saying.
And Light Lancers is the name of the.
I'm about 80.
The secret special group in the
He's
Scouts.
never gonna watch that show, anyways.
Anyways, so
Alright.
are we saying Levi?
Yeah, we'll say his name is Levi.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Light Lancers
We
is
found
the
it.
special group in the Scouts.
Okay.
We found it in Levi's house, who bore the same mark as the Light Lancers. Oh,
Wait.
should I? What?
No, his name
Okay.
was Levi, and he was in the scout regiment.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, dude.
I
Big
didn't put it
brain.
together until just now. I have an excessively smooth brain today, apparently.
Excessive.
No wrinkles.
It's been in the river for hundreds of
The
years,
ridges are
smoothing
bumps
out.
or valleys.
All right. Sorry for the interruption. Asa, what were
No.
you saying?
Oh, I just said we found it in Levi's house, who bore the mark of the Light Lancers.
Scout.
These were his notes that he had hidden away.
The wings of liberty.
By the gods. Levi was indeed one of the Light Lancers. But he was increasingly aloof from his duties. Though I didn't realize he was deliberately going against the
Can
needs of the
I-
crown.
Can I insight on that?
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll.
Yeah, I think insight's my favorite thing to roll.
Ever.
I love insight so much.
Can I
Okay.
also insight?
Can
I was gonna ask
I
if I could
also
choose-
insight?
Oh wow, never mind.
Can I insight a second
Two
track? No.
people can roll an
I would like
insight
to
check.
insight his
I
insight.
would like to insight the
I
insight.
got a 15. 11 plus 4,
15.
15.
Keeper, you asked second. Go ahead
Yeah,
and roll
let
that
me-
insight.
Let me roll it.
You should have said that I could do it.
Oh yeah, you're a cleric. You have very high wisdom.
I got dirty 20. But it's too late now.
Well, that's a 22 for me.
Alright, fine, whatever. You know what?
So take that.
Get wrecked! No, alright. You guys will see that Mirthal is telling the truth in this instance.
Ooh.
When he hears the name Levi, you'll hear him, or kind of like an air of frustration in his voice. Like, this is an old problem that he already dealt with. And he's frustrated that it's coming back up. And also very curious to see it come back up. He'll go on to say, Levi was a very talented and very skilled warrior. But unfortunately, he became a drunkard and fell away from his responsibilities. I ousted him from the Light Lancers, and he was no longer within the employ of the scouts at all. And Asa, go ahead and roll a history check.
History.
Maybe I should pull up my. Okay, I'm gonna pull it in. We don't even have my hero forge pulled up. My hero forge.
DM's vault.
Yeah. Let's see. I have a. Okay. Yep. So that is a 12.
That is a
for this
12.
history. Yeah.
Nice.
So it's vaguely familiar, but it does line up with what Isabel told you about Levi. Isabel, for everybody who doesn't know, Isabel was Levi's wife, who was a friend of Draconis. Isabel told Levi that Levi was a drunkard and an abusive dude.
And I mean, I saw that too.
You saw it.
That's something. Yeah.
And she also told you that that he lost his job.
Mm.
So everything Mirthal has
Right,
set
is
up
lining
until
up.
now is lining up with what you know. And then he'll say, "But to see this, I'm honestly surprised that the drunkard had it in him. This is some thorough work." Referring to his notes on like the guards and the shifts they took, and the shift changes, how many guards in what places, all these things. This is very likely how the night masks were able to perform the bombing. Whether it was through him or through others that I've let go. This is concerning. I will have to look into and vet every single member of the Light Lancers. Thank you for bringing this to my attention.
And Mirthal, if you wouldn't mind, might I also ask you, now that you have seen this evidence, are there any other blind spots within your guards or within your scout regiments that you think maybe the Night Masks can sneak in another attack?
None of which I am aware, but I will find them. Thank you, Declan, for bringing this to our attention. It is good to see you, old friend.
And you as well. Declan's gonna look over at Draconis and just kind of go.
I'm gonna flip him off. And then I'm gonna ask, Mirthal, the Crimson, is it Crimson? It
Yep.
is Crimson Company. They have disappeared. Tardith told us that they disappeared, and that is concerning. Do you don't know where, have any information on where they went?
I'm afraid not.
What
One day they were there, and the next their post was abandoned, empty.
were
They didn't deliver
Yeah.
their normal report.
what mission did you have them out on? What were they briefed on?
They were there to stake out the Silverwood Manor. I believe that something is going on there that we don't yet fully understand. I think it may run a little deeper than one of the patrons.
Good thing we
We,
have dinner there.
When we were there, we saw no sign of them. Where were they staying before? Before they where were they staying at the time? Like their lodging.
We're gonna say that he'll list off an address, and you guys can kind of place it. If you
Okay.
guys can picture the um
Area.
the area from our battle in
Mhm.
shoot, what's the place called?
Tailspire?
Tailspire. Yes. There was the building, stairs,
Mhm.
or pardon me, building, stairs, and then a road and more stairs.
I like stairs.
That was this led to the main road and lots of buildings on the main road.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Could
They were staying in one of those buildings on the main road. So they could see stairs up to the entrance to the building of the
The manor.
Silverwood Manor from the
Cool.
building that they were staying at.
And basically, what I'm getting at is, if I ask them, would it be beneficial? Would you like us to go search their house and try to find any signs of them?
I'm afraid that I already searched it and had others search as well. We found nothing. But if you'd like to take a look, feel free.
Okay.
If I may, Tardith and Mirthal, do either of
course.
you know anything of the wizard Solir, and what he might have been? He was one of the original members of the Crimson Company during the competition, but after they did not make first place, he separated from them.
Oh, the Crow
And-
Man.
And Tardith is gonna look look unsure of how to respond, but he'll open his mouth anyways when Mirthal will kind of raise a hand and speak, saying, I may be able to say more on this account. The Crimson Company, they were as unsettled by Salir as anyone could have been. They had worked with him for no more than a few weeks when the challenge or the competition was put into place. When he left, it wasn't so much of a blow, but to them, as they had all worked together for several years. But when he left, they definitely felt his departure.
Do you know where Solir lives? Perhaps if he is still in Saradouche, we could communicate with him. He might know where they might have gone, or if there were plans to leave.
I'm afraid I don't. Do you think he could be involved in this?
He could be. Declan followed him after he left the company, the Crimson Company. Do you remember what happened, Declan?
Yes, it it had seemed as though
Involved in this?
he felt he needed to completely cut ties with the Crimson Company. I had gone under the guise as Adrian, the leader of the Crimson Company, and although I had gone with the approach of trying to comfort Salir and usher him back into the Crimson Company, he had threatened that if I pushed any further, he would cause very bad things to happen to me. So I'm not confident he cared for the Crimson Company at all in the first place. I think he was just using them potentially to get to you, Tardith.
And it seemed like he was leaving town, not staying. I think if that's correct.
No, he was going from Great Emmons Field back into.
Was he going back? Okay,
Yeah.
then we'll go with that.
Okay. No, I'm afraid I don't know where he is right now, but I will definitely give my men an order to keep watch for him. He was a Kenku, was he not?
Yes.
Can you guys offer any other descriptive words that I could give to my men?
He wore a red robe.
He also his eyes did not quite seem like they had any life behind them. I could have sworn that as I was talking to him, it was almost like I was talking to an apparition. Right, Logan? Is that how you described that to me, or am I crazy?
I think we'll go with it. I think
Okay.
we'll go with it. Yeah.
W Turtle.
So you're crazy, but Logan liked it.
So you're crazy, but just crazy
So-
enough.
so-
So crazy it might work.
Right.
I'm just crazy enough.
So, Tardith, what would you like us to work on? Or what would you like us to do in the meantime?
Well, oh, pardon me. Well,
Draconis, we have dinner.
Oh, no, I know we have dinner, but like, besides
Draconis, I think
dinner.
you can't forget
Draconis.
that we have dinner.
No, I'd never forget dinner. No. Yeah,
Well,
no,
that's
Draconis,
At the
don't
sound of
forget.
dinner. Or at the word of dinner, Tardith will kind of raise an eyebrow. Dinner?
Oh.
Where do you have dinner plans?
Ah.
At the Silver Manor. I think we were meeting her there, right?
Yeah,
I
Is that
see.
what we were?
I believe
I don't-
so.
Yeah,
Did she
pretty
say
sh-
we were meeting her anywhere specific?
I think she did. I think she was like, "Hey, come back here."
Yeah,
and
so-
we'll have dinner.
It is the Silverwood Manor.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, rad.
Radical.
And there's a specific time you're supposed to meet her. But at the word Silverwood Manor, Tardith is gonna say, "How fortuitous! I would have suggested that you go there again and see what information you can derive from
Well,
Adeline and the patrons."
so that's the funny thing is that actually, as the leader of the reclaimers, that's
We were
where-
already
that's the
on our
reason
way.
we're going. We were on our way there to actually like see if we can help her anymore. We weren't
That's
going for dinner.
incorrect.
That was just a plus.
That's incorrect.
Correct.
They all think she is very attractive.
And Tardith will say, "Then I think you should go there. I think something there is. There's something going on there that's more than we know." And that is it.
Something is a brewing.
And that is it.
If I may, Tardith, I have a little bit more information I would like to present, and he'll show the map at this point of the Citadel that like details the entrances and exits, because there was an explosion attempt there, right?
At the Citadel?
Yeah,
Not an attempt. The vault was pillaged.
it was pillaged. Okay, so Keeper's going to present this map and then explain that they found it at that
Warehouse.
at the warehouse.
Okay. Keeper and one other person, if you feel so inclined, go ahead and roll an insight check.
Ah.
Yes.
Right?
I don't know if I'm pointing to Caleb on everyone
That's
else's
another
screen.
22.
What's opposite?
Bro.
Goodness gracious.
22 as well.
Hey,
Double.
piggledy, dude.
That's
roll it
crazy. I
again
got
at
a
20.
Golly gee. You guys are rolling like kings today.
I didn't even
Um,
roll. I just wanted to not. feel
Both
like-
of you recognize kind of like this moment of not frustration, but kind of antsiness from Mirthal. It appears like he's watching the clock, like he's waiting for something. And then when he looks at the document with Tardith, the blueprint, he'll look up at you, and then he's gonna like lose that moment of angst, or not angst.
It's an angsty teen.
angstiness.
Yeah.
And it's like his
all for
moment
you.
of haste or almost frustration kind of melts away as he realizes what this document is. And Tardith is going to look at it and he's going to say, between this and the notes, I'm surprised they didn't do more damage. They could have had free access to anywhere in the keep. Thank you for returning this to its rightful place.
No, we're not returning it. We're just showing you.
There's,
Oh
I
no
do
no no!
like I do have a couple of questions. So with that insight check, was that like is it recognition that we're seeing from him? Like does he recognize this map? Is that why he's settled, or is it something else?
Forgive me. I suppose I didn't explain that. It's like Mirthal was kind of ang or not angsty. What is the word I'm looking for?
Anxious.
Anxious.
Maybe a little anxious, like he needs to get going somewhere.
He was like
he has to go.
agitated or.
But when he saw the map, it's kind of like he forgot his worry for a moment.
Oh,
So it's as
like,
if like he was expecting us to put forth a document that was something else, but then he realized what it was and was like, "All right, I'm still good."
Or with a 22 insight check, and forgive me, I probably could have said this earlier. He's been kind of brisk with everything since he got here. Like he has other duties to attend to.
Like this isn't completely worth his time, but now it is
Right.
kind of thing.
My suspicion is that he knew this was out there, like that. So he's kind of because like as Logan's explaining it, it sounds like he sees it and then he's like, "Oh,"
This
like
is what I've been looking
feels
for.
like relief, like, "Oh, now he knows this isn't gone." And so I don't know if that's correct, but I guess that's what I'm extrapolating.
I think that's a fair assumption.
Brad.
Extrapolating's too big a word. Please use a different one.
Figuring.
All right. So with that in mind, not Keeper. Mirthal is going to look up at Keeper and he's going to say, "Thank you." Thank you. You don't know how much or how long we've been looking for this. This was stolen from our ledgers more than 2 years ago.
Is that what Keeper says? Oh.
Oh my.
Do you know who might have stolen it?
That has been a great question for this entire time.
If I may, it was in it used to be a warehouse owned by the Night Masks, if that helps. But I look away.
Okay. If it was owned by the Night Masks, then it's safe to assume they have copies of this. Tardith, we have to we have to fill in the gap. We have to block off that entrance. Gesturing to the secret entrance to the citadel, that you guys were able to find that one day. And then he's going to say, "And I will see to that. I will see that it is done. But then I must go. You know what's happening, and I must go see to it." And Tardith will nod and see Mirthal start to walk away, and he'll say, "Good luck, Mirthal. Godspeed." And with that, Mirthal will exit the room, carrying the ledger or the blueprints with him.
And as he says that, Ashem's gonna say to Tardith,
Do you think that there has been a compromise within
the ranks of this new established order? Like our, I want to say government, like within the government that we just established.
Your new empire?
You are lost! Sorry,
You have done that yourself.
I hate you.
Tardith will say, of the Queen Inner Circle, I don't believe anyone would betray her. We all fought together for years. We fought to make this happen. Any amount of corruption would have come from lower. But I'm afraid that something more is afoot. That these heists, these robberies were only the beginning, and something greater is coming. But beyond that, I have other duties to attend. It appears that there is some commotion up north, and I must see to it. And you guys can kind of tell that that's kind of what Mirthal and he were talking about from a moment ago.
Mhm.
And then he's gonna say, "Well, thank you for accepting the offer. I look forward to hearing what you find from Adeline at the Silverwood Manor.
Over
Um,
dinner.
This is the key to Roseguard Keep. I hope you find the accommodations satisfactory." And with that, he will nod his head, stand up, and start to walk away, leaving you guys in the dining hall alone.
Is there still food on the table?
Yes, we will say that there is.
Let's take it all.
Can I make myself another plate?
You certainly can.
I smacked the plate out of Draconis' hand. I'm kidding.
There is no time, man.
There's no time.
We've
Declan-
got
Declan-
dinner.
Declan Mask of Many Faces into a big Scottish man and goes, "There's no time. We've got to go."
Time to go.
I have a question, Logan.
Ask.
Is it possible? So would it be, now that we have like this residence, would it be possible for Keeper to get like the contents of Gidget's workshop moved into like a storage area, or like his, like whatever his room or area would be in the Rosebud Manor? Is that something that like, okay.
No, it is. I think if you guys would be willing to like pay a couple of movers, like I don't know, 10 gold, 15 gold, something like that.
I think I can just front that myself as well. I think I have enough gold to do that.
And with that, in Declan's room, can I set up a fast travel point like in the video game?
Yes, you can.
Yippee!
And that's actually a fun thought. When it comes to traveling, because there may be traveling in the near future, would you guys like to just kind of skip that and have time pass?
Traveling's
we
like a
could
whole
get-
part of D&D.
Yeah, I don't
It
reckon I
is.
have a preference one way or the other. I think if we did it, I'd have fun. If we skipped it, I'd have fun. It's up to the
Right.
party.
That's true.
I'd even say your discretion, Logan. Like, if you don't really have anything for the traveling, then let's get out of here. But
Yeah.
Asa?
Like maybe if it's like a week travel, we do like a one night. Like we just do like
Jump
one
skips.
like we do like a one night on the road,
Next
and then
day.
we just happen to be in the next town.
Okay. Yeah. Absolutely. All right. And with that in mind, the floor is yours. You guys have a couple hours of time to kill before you get to
Dinner!
Adeline Rivenhall's place or the Silverwood Manor. What are you guys going to do?
I think since everyone's here, Declan would immediately say, Now that I have you all here, I have some things that I have to explain, or rather ask you for help on. My patron is not exactly happy with me at the moment, and they have instructed me.
My patrons don't like me either. Wait,
Couldn't relate, but you know.
what's Sorry, what does a patron mean again? It's
Patron is a
parents, right?
deity that has taken you on as their vassal.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought patrons meant parents.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, you're fucking stupid.
I think you're doing pretty
Thank
well.
you very much, Isaac. Tear off his fingernails.
No, you tear off his
Yeah.
fingernails, I tear off your limbs.
There's only one thing on him I'm going to be tearing up.
Oh my goodness.
Anywho, yes, my patron, it's the reason I look like this, and he'll remove the mask of many faces to show the dragon.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Asham hasn't seen that yet.
Are you part dragon? Are you like some sort of donkey and dragon mixture.
Oh,
Yes,
Yeah,
my father was
precisely.
Donkey from the Shrek movie.
He's basically just calling you ugly. He's basically.
It's just a spawn of some evil creation.
What
no, but
type of dragon?
it's red.
Red.
Um,
A colorblind robot.
Yes.
my color receptors were broken in the.
Keep it.
So.
You know, sorry, I just have to say, like, I'm the only, like, being someone who doesn't have Spotify Premium, it's so crazy when we're going through, like, these intense role-playing sessions, and then all of a sudden, like, the music is perfect, and then it just cuts to an ad.
Dude.
It's like
He was, like,
it's like,
going over this thing,
my-
and it's really intense music, and Chase is talking
it's like-
about his
it's like-
dragon.
I'm here to avenge my. Would you want to take a break from the ads?
Exactly. Sorry, continue.
Anywho, my patron is not exactly happy with me, and they have instructed me to go to the cave of a similar dragon
Wonders.
near the Grim Jaws. It's obviously a bit of a trek, and it might sidetrack us from our current objective a little bit, but this is much bigger than me, and I'm not confident that I can do it alone. I could really use all the help I could get.
Declan, if I may ask, what did you do to upset your patron? Because that's not, quite frankly, I'm surprised you got off this easily. Upsetting a patron is usually a death sentence.
Yes, and that's true. I'm in all honesty, I'm terrified of what could happen if I fail what I'm to do at the Grim Jaws. It could be either I die there or I die at the feet of my patron. But
I know all too well that there are fates worse than death, especially when it comes to dealing with the gods, so you have my support.
and might I add, my patron is not technically a god.
Wait, what?
My patron is the red dragon Ashgex.
Oh.
How do I spell that?
Ashgex.
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 It's spelled Y-O-U-R-M-O-M.
What?
You wanna know something, Dante? I forced out that fake laugh so hard that I farted.
I appreciate it.
Ah, yes. Permanently enshrined in the stream of my channel.
It will.
So, would you guys like to help Keeper move his friend's stuff, or go investigate Silver Manor
¿Por qué no
before
los
we
dos?
have dinner?
Yes, we mustn't forget
House.
the dinner.
Yes, I would like to clarify. I do not plan on leaving right away. I do plan on getting as much information out of Adeline as possible, and if we even have time, then yes, Keeper, I'd love to help you move Gidget's workshop. However, I do believe I will be hitting the road first light, and I would
How
love nothing
far?
more than to have you with me.
How far is this? You said cave that you need to go to?
Ja, natürlich, aber nur ein bisschen. It is. How far away is that technically, Logan? Because I know it's.
Let me send you a map.
Yeah, it's like it's to the like next to the star spires, but I don't know exactly where that is on. I know it's
Mm-hmm.
definitely out of
See?
Saradouche. It's pretty far.
It is. It is
There's
quite
the
far.
fire.
So let me send you guys
Ah.
a map real quick.
A map.
We're gonna put this in lore and history. Is where we were gonna put this.
Lore.
All right.
Oh,
So
Lord.
this is a map, and
Oh.
we are going to say that Declan needs to go to a place that is kind of, or pardon me, a little bit west of the Black Star.
Oh.
So a little to the left of the Black Star. I think I put in my notes that this place is the southernmost point of the Starspire Mountains. So to the left of the Black Star, right
Okay.
At the
south
bottom
side.
of that little
Uh-huh.
U next to the Black Star.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, technically, sorry, let me do it in RP. Technically, we would be going almost across the entire land of Tethir. It is quite the trek.
May I ask what the end goal is for this trip?
End goal for this trip is mainly for me to get the good graces of Ashgex. And hopefully, in turn, that would lead to me gaining more power, which, if I'm being completely honest, I could use to help my daughter Deanna. And technically, you guys have heard of her before, but this is the first time Declan is telling you about Deanna. So technically, none of you know who she is. But he'll just say, without going into detail, she is fatally ill. And I am the only one who can hopefully fix it.
And knowing that Declan was this world-renowned physician, like, you would know that if anybody could save her, it's him. So if he's really this worried about her, then there's got to be good reason.
Very well. I'm with you.
And to anyone worried that this might sidetrack our current mission, I assure you, however you help me, I will ensure I help you tenfold. And who knows, maybe if I get in good favor with Ashgex and you guys help me along the way, you guys can also get in good favor with Ashgex, and maybe he can give us some information that we might be lacking.
Well, we should probably tell Tardith that we need to make a trip.
I would agree.
We meet Deanna. Is that right?
Yeah, Deanna.
Yes.
What did you say?
Could we possibly meet Deanna?
Of course. And I because we're still in Tardiths at this point, right, Logan?
Yeah.
You as you guys follow. Sorry, I'm kind of. I don't mean to like take over GM here, but basically, as you guys follow Declan to the room at the end of the hall that Logan had said she was in, he will kind of put his hand on the handle and he'll say, "Behind this door lies all that is left of my life. This is the only thing I do anything for." And then he'll open the door to Deanna.
And as you guys enter, you will see blood and viscera. I'm kidding. No.
I cast Fireball.
And your mother.
You will see a young woman. She is, we said, around 20 years of age. Something
Yeah,
around
I
there.
think actually it's late 20s.
Late 20s.
Mm-hmm.
You will see her, and she is reading a book on a lounge chair. And so
Is there like a? Oh, sorry.
I don't have a picture for her. No.
Okay.
But she will have some of the same features as Declan. Blonde hair, pretty slender build, and at the risk of sounding, I don't know, she's late
I was like,
20s.
I was like,
She
don't do it, Logan.
She is a not unattractive woman.
She's not thick enough.
And she'll brighten up as you guys, or as she sees Declan, and she'll close her book and stand to welcome you guys into the room.
And Declan's immediately gonna go in for a hug and say, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling better today. As you know, it comes and goes.
Mm-hmm.
But you will see that she is quite weak. She pretty gaunt in the face, and pale.
Well, I would like you to know that first of all, these are my friends. This is Asham, Keeper, Draconis, and Isaac.
Hello.
Pleasure. It's a joy to meet you. My father told me some about you last night.
I would like you to know that they are taking very good care of me, and they have even offered to help me with this whole Ashgex situation.
I see. Then you are a brave crew indeed. My father is lucky to be a part of such a brave crew.
Are you calling him not brave?
No, quite the contrary. He is in good company because that is what he is.
Oh. Okay.
Keeper
Can I
not
get you anything?
understanding. Oh, sorry.
No.
Go for
She's
it.
gonna go to like the kitchen area or the pantry and she's gonna offer you guys some bread, some
Ooh.
thing to drink.
Like chocolate milk.
Literally just ate.
Chocolate milk. Keeper not understanding social convention is going to say "Hail and well met," and then approach to hug her as Declan did.
Hey, Helen, well met.
All right. She'll like reach around and pat you and you are a peculiar one.
This
indeed.
swift rogue can barely hug.
Yeah, super dexterous, and yet he's like,
I just don't think he gets it. He's like,
yeah. I think that's the best part. Is like, if he did understand, he could easily do it. But since he doesn't, he's just like.
So she will remark on Keeper's warmth, and then she's going to question. I'm afraid I've never met someone like you. What are you exactly? She's very.
He's a robot.
yes,
That's putting it bluntly, but yes, that is the gist of it.
I am an what was we agreed on?
Todd.
Automaton, right? I am an automaton.
That's the one. I see. I've only ever read about creatures like you. Do you feel as we do?
Keeper's gonna slowly turn and look at the others.
Unfortunately.
Ah.
I don't think so. He is metal.
Oh yeah, at the lunch, what was he doing? Was he eating or what?
Just sat there drinking his
He
oil.
had a large flagon of oil.
Yeah.
Good.
He was
And a
just
bucket of Coke.
lathering up, buddy. Lathering up. No, like he says, I'm not sure. Hit me.
Declan's gonna just actually, yeah. Declan's gonna punch him, even though Declan's not the strongest gentleman around.
Breaks hand on Keeper.
Yeah.
I think Keeper's been like programmed to feel pain, but he doesn't really feel anything. He goes, "Ow."
And Declan's gonna be like, so I guess he does, and then he's gonna turn away and be like,
I see. How strange. How wonderful.
Hunter, did you want to say something?
We go potty.
no.
Oh,
Do you need a potty break?
We do a potty break.
Colin, when you
Absolutely.
did that, we could hear your mic shaking.
yeah, that was great.
Yes, go, leave.
Piss, girl.
Go away.
Alright, yeah.
Go piss, girl.
Can I
Go
make a
piss,
sandwich?
girl.
I'm gonna use this.
All this
Make a
talk about
sandwich.
food is making me
I'm gonna
hungry.
make a sandwich too. A peanut butter and honey sandwich.
I'm gonna use.
Well, I'm not gonna.
I had
Make-
chorizo.
Caleb, I have a very serious question for
That
you.
sounds really
Yes.
Is there someone near you playing either Breath of the Wild or Tears of
Yes,
the Kingdom?
it is my wife playing
One-
Tears of the Kingdom.
One of the times you spoke, I heard a noise from like in my.
Nice.
I think it's like the sound when you locate something or like cook
Yes.
an item.
Yep.
I was like, oh,
Oh.
very cool.
Like, oh. Yes.
Okay. Potty and food
I'll
time.
see you momentarily.
Potty.
I'm gonna.
See you guys
I'm gonna
soon.
wrap.
All right,
quick
potty
with
moment.
Okay, bye, everyone.
Well, I'll be back, Caleb. I'm
Goodbye.
Just getting whoa, everyone's on right now. I'm
Goodbye.
just getting, Caleb, I'll be back. I'm just getting wrapping.
Goodbye.
I promise you, Caleb. I'll be back. I promise me, boy.
Whack!
Oh, yeah.
Stupid idiots. They do not come back. Last online 10 years ago. That's what's happening. Me by myself on my Xbox 360 world with no one around. Very unfortunate for me. Huh? Huh? Lonely. I'm so lonely. I have nobody for my own world. I so lonely. What the heck?
I'm here. Never fear, for I am here.
Last online 1 second ago.
I heard that, dude. When I was running downstairs, I just heard me in the Xbox Live party, and I was like, "Oh,
No.
do I? Is this? Yeah, surely that's enough." Don't call me
Surely.
Shirley. Don't call me Shirley.
Did you hear what I said before everyone left, Logan? Well, it was when everyone was gone, but I said
Pretty funny.
me in my Xbox 360 Minecraft world, everyone last online 10 years ago.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a sad thought.
No. You got it. You've got 2 legs. They work.
You've got 2 legs.
Baby. Well, I'm a quadriplegic.
No, it just unrolled itself.
I'm a freaking paraplegic.
Freaking paraplegic.
No.
You laughing at me?
No. Alexis. She's got some good noises in her vocabulary.
It's true.
Guys, I don't know how to wrap presents, alright?
What's it for?
It's for one of the 3 birthdays that we're celebrating tonight.
Nice.
This one.
9.
This one is for my brother. You guys want to take a guess as to what it is?
Nope.
New mouse.
No, it's a little too big to be a new mouse.
A Lego
New
set.
keyboard.
No.
Is it a toy of some sort?
No.
Is it a book?
No.
A blanket?
No.
I got nothing.
Yeah,
Let me give you a hint.
is it food?
Kind of, technically.
Like a candy?
Kind of. It is like candy flavored.
What?
Let me give you the hint that I was gonna give. My brother is big into weightlifting right now.
Protein powder.
Protein powder.
Protein.
Oh yeah, you talked about this last time. And you were like, brother.
It is Oreo
if-
flavored protein powder.
I got it.
What is it?
Oreo flavored protein powder.
That sounds positively delicious.
I know, right?
Son of a bitch. Wait, you are.
Hey! Don't you dare talk to your dog like
Hey,
that, Dante.
even if it's grammatically correct,
Yeah,
even It's a if it's female dog.
Do what you want, I don't care.
we don't say those words, even if they're grammatically correct towards a female dog.
Dude, so freaking Nova, come here, Nova. So she's like a super friendly dog. She's not big, but she's a husky, so she has like wolf-like features. So everyone's always like super hesitant. They're like, "Whoa, is she nice?" And I was like, "Yeah, she doesn't bite." And then they'll like go to pet her. I'm like, "Unless you touch her head." And then they're like, "Funny, I get them every time."
Good.
But
You
of
don't know
course
how
she.
to wrap a freaking birthday present. This is so bad.
It's so easy, bro.
I'm panicking a lot.
You got this, bro. Do you need assistance, bro?
That looks so bad. Hold on.
I believe in you.
You
I
gotta
believe.
do it.
Chase.
Do you need me to drive 3 hours to your house and wrap this
Yeah,
present
kinda.
for you? Why don't you just look up a YouTube video on how to wrap protein powder for birthday?
Well, the issue is it's still in the Amazon box, so I don't have an excuse.
Bro, it's just a box then.
I know, that's what I'm
Chase, I'm disappointed in you.
Hey,
I am too.
wrapping that shit can be hard, okay?
Thank you,
box?
Dante.
It's just a box.
If
Thank
you've
you,
never
Dante.
wrapped stuff, then yeah, it's fucking hard.
Maybe it's a
I-
blonde hair thing.
But he has
Yeah.
brown
you,
hair.
Yeah. Yeah, you blondies.
Yeah, blondies know what's good.
Well,
Yeah.
at least me and Dante and our dark hair gang, we don't have a term about stupidness named after us. You dumb blondes. Got
I
'em.
mean,
Got 'em.
hey,
Yeah, but
you
at least
guys
we're
are
the
the
center
ones
of
who
attention.
chose to make your characters blonde. So who's really the idiot here?
Well, that was just me. His is a dragon.
Technically, I didn't. It's just that was the best AI image that came out.
Mine was a deliberate choice. I can't make any excuses. Is that a tortilla blanket?
What?
An Asus screen.
Oh, on Ace's screen.
I think it is. Yeah.
I think so. I can't see it because I don't have the full screen.
You guys see
yes.
my poster of Daddy Gojo?
Yeah, do you see my
Hey.
Minecraft blanket?
Yeah.
It glows in the dark.
Have you guys seen the new episode of Jujutsu Kaisen?
No, I haven't watched the last 2.
Gas. So gas.
I've given up on Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oof.
Have you guys seen my mostly finished Mandalorian helmet?
That's pretty
Ah.
sick. That's pretty
Ah.
awesome.
I'm so bad at this.
Can
I'm
I see?
struggling
Pick it
hard.
up. Pick it up.
I don't wanna.
Pick it up.
You can just do what I do when things get hard and give up.
Pick it up.
I'm about to, dude. I'm about
Pick it up. Pick it up.
to. I don't
Pick it up.
want to.
Pick it up.
I'm not done yet, obviously. But I don't want to.
Do you, okay, listen, this is what you gotta do. You gotta unwrap it till it's about like double the length. And then you set
That's
it
what I
down,
did.
cut it,
And then it was
and
way
then
too
wrap
much.
it. Well,
Are we
then you
showing
have too
off our
much and you
cool stuff?
overlap it and then you tape it.
Yes, we are.
Guys, I'm panicking a
Chase's
lot.
cool stuff is a poorly wrapped gift present. Gift presents. Yes, it's
Present
Gift present.
gift.
This is my cool stuff.
Oh no.
An ostrich puppet.
That effing killed me. What the fuck?
That's so random.
Show him your your squirrel.
Okay.
Okay, easy.
Okay.
Okay, dude. Kind of weird that you want me to show them my squirrel.
Wait, where is the squirrel skull?
Bro.
Oh, there it is. One of my many fidgets on my desk
No.
or near it.
Guys, my dog came with free separation anxiety.
Rad.
Nice. You know what I have on my desk? Crab.
Crap.
Oh
Wow.
no, that is awful. That is
Best, I love
hate-
that thing.
I hate that.
that is straight.
You know what I have on
crap.
my desk? I have
What have
the
you
first character I ever actually like designed and played to death.
Monk.
I have aged purely, custom painted Master Chief.
It's just
I have
dude.
lotion.
Did anyone ask that? I'm just kidding.
I also have lotion.
I have my dream car, Lamborghini Countach.
Nice.
Ace
Yeah.
goes so ham with his sandwiches. Have you seen it? It's like a fucking Subway every time.
I got my
Ace
5x5
has sandwich
boot.
reveal.
Sandwich reveal.
Sandwich reveal.
He can't hear.
We require a sandwich reveal.
We require
Sandwich
sandwich reveal.
Sandwich reveal.
Sandwich reveal.
Sandwich reveal.
Whoa!
Man, that guy does go ham with the sandwich.
Literally.
That is
Oh,
actually
ham.
turkey.
It looks like turkey.
It's like, right.
It's turkey.
Ace, who's your roommate?
My room roommate is Tate. Hey Tate, say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
I
Wait, is
take
that Tate? Hey, Tate! Long time no see!
him saying Tate 3 times.
No, I saw you on the screen a while ago.
Yeah.
Oh,
I saw you a while ago.
It's my first time seeing you. It's good to see you again.
He said it's good to see you again because it's his first time seeing you in a while.
Okay, that's you.
Tate says okay.
He just says
No,
okay.
leave off the last part of that conversation.
No, he says it's good to see you too.
Oh, okay, good. I was like, ouch.
He says okay.
He says goodbye.
So,
What?
you guys down to go get some dinner?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, we have like 2 hours. I thought you said.
Talk about it.
it looks good. It looks great. You,
No, it doesn't.
you brown-haired
Logan,
boy.
didn't you say we have like 2 hours?
Yes, we do have a couple hours. We could just kind of pass the time and jump in, or what else would you guys like to do?
Draconis, where are you from?
Oh, I am from Baldur's Gate.
Ah.
No, I'm just.
Are you actually?
Who did you romance first?
Karlak, of course.
Ah, classic.
Shadowheart.
You don't know anything about the
I can't stand Shadowheart. She's so annoying.
Do you think she's annoying?
I just like.
Oh, Logan. Oh,
I don't.
Oh, Logan. Douche.
Alright.
Oh, God.
No, I'm from actually. So what's the town? It's in Tethir, but it's just more on the East Coast. No, West Coast.
Ah, the West Coast.
Yeah.
The West Coast.
But I
Moscow?
suggest if we, what?
I think it was Mostone.
Let me look at that map.
I'll show you my
Um,
milestone if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it was probably around there. Is it? Wait, where's the capital? Like of this place?
Daramar is the current capital. The former capital used to be Zazispur.
I might be from Zezaspur then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that where kind of like everybody was kind of vying for power over there? It was kind of a lot of turmoil.
There was.
Okay,
Yes.
I think that's where I'm from then.
Zazispur.
I will say for those keen-eared Baldur's Gate players, there's an NPC who says they're from Moran in Baldur's Gate. So there's a character from Tethir
Hmm.
in the game.
That's cool.
Anyway,
So they stole Logan's idea.
yeah.
Gosh.
I was gonna suggest
Okay,
helping. Unless you wanted to pay for it, Keeper, I was gonna suggest we all just help move Gidget's stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm okay with saving 10 gold.
Is there
I
really only
believe
10
I
gold?
can
Yeah,
carry
forget
the
it.
bulk by myself.
Hey.
You
I just
are
thought
yeah.
it was I thought it'd be a good moment, like us supporting you as a character. So
And I'll support the weight.
I'm gonna grab a napkin.
You guys not go get dinner?
Huh?
No, we haven't got dinner yet.
No.
We've got
Well,
2
that-
hours
if-
until dinner.
Well, I got dinner. It's peanut butter and honey.
No, we're talking in
Sounds
game.
fantastic.
In
Oh,
game
shit.
dinner. It's only 1:40
Uh,
real time.
hmm
I'll be
You got
I usually eat dinner at 4.
Nice.
All right. So you guys take your time, or pardon me, you guys get to work pushing Gidget stuff to the Rose Guard Keep. And we'll say that takes most of the time between your guys's places before you have to go to Silverwood Manor.
Asham carries the bulk of the weight.
Indeed. Indeed he does. Asham is surprisingly strong.
A unit, dude.
Freaking beefcake.
5 foot nothing beefcake.
You guys remember that beefcake episode from Chowder?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Sorry.
Never seen it.
You've never
Anyhow,
seen Chowder?
Anyhow.
Nope. Anyways, look at this. Bam, bam,
Look at
bam, bam, bam.
Have you guys ever gotten a Snapchat from a girl? Nope. Look at that. Look at this.
Nope. Anyways, look at this.
All right.
Oh, Black Betty, bam, bam, yeah, Black Betty, bam, bam. Black Betty, bam, bam, bam.
All right. I love
Anyways.
that all of us have seen that. That's hilarious. So, the floor is still your guys's. If you guys would like to talk things over, discuss the future.
Asham, where are you from?
I'm from the town of Moran before the war.
oh my.
And then my home village was utterly destroyed, along with all of my loved ones.
Sasuke
Such as
Uchiha moment?
I'm so sorry.
my wife and child. Multiple children.
Childs. Plural.
Child.
Why would World Ender do this to his own men and several women?
Well, Black Betty.
That's where I'm from.
So you're from a village? Pardon. You're from a village outside of Moran, or Moran itself?
Pretty much like just outside Moran. Utterly destroyed by monsters.
So, did you play any part in the war?
I was in the war for a great many 15 years.
When we say the
And-
war, are we referring to the power struggle that happened? Is that
The war that happened not too long ago.
Ja, natürlich, aber nur ein bisschen.
Yes, I served
What does that
under
mean?
what's her face.
Zoranda?
Yes. No, not
I-
Miranda.
Oh.
Frickin'. Where is the
Whoa,
NPCs?
Asham, your voice turned very weird there.
No, I served under Vajra.
Vazra.
Vajra Valmejar.
And I take it, was she on Zoranda's side?
I'm reading a backstory right now. She's a 6'1" woman.
That's great. I want to know what side of the war she was on.
She was on the war that was.
Well, this was like the war prior to Zoranda.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay.
This was like the big
Well,
war. This was like
yeah.
the big war.
Yeah,
And then
But,
Zoranda
like-
ended the war.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying was because Zaranda fought in that war. I'm pretty sure.
Yes,
Right,
it was
Logan?
Zaranda. I just found it. Yes, she
Ah,
did.
okay.
She
Yeah,
helped
she did.
Zaranda.
So we were on the same side in the war.
Good
Very good.
So if you have multiple of a big chungus, is it big chungai?
Yes,
No, Big Chungus is.
that is the technical term. Yes.
It's
Okay, just wondering.
Chungus.
Thank you.
Big Chunguilio. That's what I like to call
Yeah, that's
multiple of them.
accepted term.
But yeah, anyway, so Asham and Declan, their arthritic old man hands high five in being on the same side of the war.
I was. What rank did we say I was, Logan?
Pretty high rank.
Like, pretty much like.
A god.
Not a god, but like as high as you can get as like.
I was basically Master Chief.
Yeah. Yeah. So like, if there are officers who are like noble born, they are like the higher ups. Enlisted folks in our world get up to here, and that's where Asham was. And there were officers, and that's like their own group.
Their own
So he
dealio.
was very much involved with like actual operations, where these guys were involved with like planning the war. Does that make sense?
I'm Master Chief.
I'm
Yes.
Master Chief.
As the old men are talking, I go over to Isaac, somebody who's younger and more with the
Somebody
times.
who's younger
And
and
more with the
extremely white.
I go over to Isaac, someone who would have TikTok.
So Isaac, remind me where you're from, Isaac.
So I was actually orphaned at a young age during the war, so I never really had a home. Just kind of bounced around, begged until I got beaten to a pulp, and then sided with my patron god of vengeance with power.
Nice.
I'm from
I was a orphan as well.
Oh!
In the war. Yeah.
Great.
Oh.
Yeah. So how old are you?
35. How old are you?
24.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
I'm 57.
57. I am 70.
I've never been so provoked to hit someone older than me before.
I low-key, I like, it's so hard to not just do Caleb's voice for my character now. When I do this whole, like, yeah, me and Caleb are the two old dudes in the Muppet, it's so hard for me to not be like, I'm 57!
Ranch!
Anyways, I'm
More!
oh, ranch. Wow.
More!
Ram Ranch.
Logan,
10
just
naked
go-
cowboys in the shower at Ram Ranch.
More
Sorry,
cowbell.
So 35 and so your life is revolved around the war much as mine has.
I was
I
born
am
a
the
little earlier than you,
war.
but I guess I had a little bit more to do in the war.
Yeah,
Some past
definitely.
experiences.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
The
it's
veterans here are here to speak.
Well, you'll have to tell me more about it as we adventure on.
I'd look forward to hearing more about you. Is that part of the reason you ended up with that unsightly group in the first place?
Yeah, there's a lot of bad stuff
Ah,
happening
stupid
around. There wasn't
idiot.
much work other than joining the night mass.
As you know, I have my own sets of standards, but I can tell that you're a man with a good heart. You don't seem like someone who would ever do something like that unless it was absolutely unnecessary. And
Yes, you.
I'm sorry your life brought you to that point.
It's okay.
Just me and Declan standing like 5 feet behind them, just listening to their conversation.
I did right here.
Declan's gonna mask many faces to make himself look 30 years older.
I look up and I'm like, what the hell?
Perhaps if you wouldn't be too troubled, is there any you know I'm quite adept at healing. Is there any chance that I could snag a fingernail?
What?
You don't feel a
Kind
thing.
of creepy.
You know, I kind of like my fingernails. I'm not.
Why does he want a fingernail?
I just thought I'd ask.
I don't know,
No
I think
pressure.
it's
No
kind of a
pressure.
fetish thing.
Dude,
It's
It's totally a fetish.
It is not a fetish.
I mean, I
Right?
guess a fetish.
We
Why
all
do
have
you-
our interests.
Why
Okay,
do you have
so
a container?
You know how there's
Why do you have a
little-
container? Why do you have a container of them? Why?
We all have our hobbies, okay? Mine
It's
is
not just a
ripping-
hobby. You
Stop-
excessively
stop-
search for them.
Stop
Excessively.
substituting the word fetish with hobby. It's a fetish.
There is no sexual interest in me taking fingernails.
It looks like it makes you pretty happy, but okay.
It definitely
It's
makes me
an
very happy.
obsession.
Even
It's
God
an
did not
obsession.
believe that.
Even God.
Even God.
Where's
did not
God for you
believe
guys?
that.
Everyone point at God.
God.
Who's God? Oh,
Oh wait, I gotta actually look at my real. Oh yeah, I'm correct.
Dude, that's the new canonical reason. Like, that's what I'm gonna do now. When I want to just play a senile old man with Caleb, I'm just gonna mask many faces into a really senile old man, and then I can do it all I want.
Dude, full
It's
send.
true.
Well, I look forward to hearing more about your life story.
Yes,
me as well.
Yes. I don't
Asham
really care,
Declan, will you
but-
shut the fuck up?
Why would you say such a thing? It's so mean.
That's quite rude to an
We
elderly
fought in the
person.
war.
we
For a great
Treat your
many
veterans
years.
with
This is how you
respect.
treat your veterans.
That's elderly abuse.
You're not getting any fingernails of mine.
Oh, trust me, I don't
no
need to ask.
butterscotches for you.
It's a
don't
butter,
get a butterscotch.
as long as it's not a butter, it's a butterscotch.
You don't get a butterscotch from me, Buster.
This is how we
God, I
spend
miss
our
those
2
days.
hours before
I
dinner.
disguise self so that my fingernails look like butterscotches.
Oh no! I'm like, "Ah!"
So keeper, is that
Just start
everything you
trying to
need
lick 'em.
to move in?
Yes.
Everything? Okay.
Can
Keep
we
it
make
just
this in
Canada.
Minecraft?
Keeper, do your kind have fingernails? Just out of curiosity, no
No.
reason.
No.
Okay. Just curious, just curious.
Keeper, what kind of blueprints did Gidget leave for you?
What? I don't. Did he leave any blueprint for me?
In your journal.
Oh. Yes, he left me upgrades for my
Penis
your
is what
what?
he was going to say.
myself. Me.
Ah.
Freaking Declan.
It's called the pleasure model.
Pleasure, Bob.
It started playing.
Interestingly
the
enough.
monkeys spinning monkeys.
Interestingly enough, Gidget did not equip me with genitalia, but there is room for an upgrade, perhaps. I have never looked into it.
I feel like that's a very big oversight on Gidget's part.
So is it like smooth down there? Like what are we looking at?
Yeah, are we talking like Kendall status or like?
Like we're really getting into this.
Is
What is
Knuff.
what is a Ken doll?
Is Knuff.
Okay. Keeper
Oh, it's a
looks
popular-
down
He
his
is Ken
hand.
Doll.
He is full of Kenergy.
Where is your Mojo Dojo Casa house, Keeper?
You are Knuff.
You wish to see my private areas?
No, just your Mojo Dojo Casa House.
Yeah.
I have no idea what that is, old man. You should not talk to me anymore.
That's just
It's
Keeper.
Oh, okay.
And walks
Declan's
away.
just gonna go give Asham a hug and be like, "It's okay. He's not enough. We are.
Asham just bawling his eyes out.
I thought me and Robot were friends.
It's okay, buddy. It's okay." Just two senile old men in the corner consoling each other. It's okay, buddy. They're there. Dude, what are we doing with it? What are we doing?
2 hours later.
I'm enjoying the show. This is great. But, like all great things, it has to come to an end.
I think
Yeah, I'm asking
With
many
that-
faces back into
Have we
Declan.
forgotten dinner? We need to go to dinner.
we
No,
must
we-
run to dinner.
We just finished up moving all the
Okay.
stuff out of Gidget's
Logan,
warehouse, and now
we
are
try to
on
run
our
as
own.
fast as we can to dinner.
And
Well,
you
I
guys
would
are
like
able to make it 13 minutes late.
Oh.
Ah!
Alright. So, you guys make it there. Excuse me. And you will see, next to Silverwood Manor, there is a stable, and that stable is overflowing with horses. With horses, there are lines of carriages. There's a whole bunch of people,
Wow.
an entire host. All of these horses look finely kept. They are of good stock, one could say.
Wait,
And
Draconis,
Yes.
did we ever return Glamour Weave?
No, he's still at the stable. We just haven't had time to go get him.
at these
Um,
stables?
We left him
I
at
don't
a
know what
stable.
stables we left him at. Was it these stables we left Glamour Weave at?
Or was it over by the university?
I don't know because what we did was we got Glamour Weave, took him to the stable, and then said
Mhm.
we'll take him, like we'll go find the owner in the morning. But then we ended up torturing a dude in the morning.
That
So
was
it's
more
been-
This or
important.
that. This or that.
Yeah.
It's been about a day. I guess we could look for him. at
You
the-
find Glamour we've starved in the stables.
No, we had somebody looking after him. Don't worry.
Okay.
But I think it
Um,
was the one by the university. If there's multiple stables.
It's a pretty big city.
Okay.
But yeah, so you guys step up
We can keep
to
looking for
Silverwood
that
Manor.
guy though. I'm just.
Go ahead and roll a d20
I'm
for luck.
frozen. Oh, nuts.
Who?
Oh. Are we frozen, Asa?
What?
No, I think we're good.
We're chilling. Oh,
Bye.
Asa's gone.
But Coolin's back. W.
Ah!
I've been here. I was just changing my shirt.
Oh,
Welcome back,
you
Asa.
didn't turn your webcam
That
on?
better?
Was that my
Never.
connection that went kaput?
No, it was
No,
Asa's.
Asa.
Yeah. So,
Hey, don't apologize for things that are out of your control. Sadly.
anyways, can we look for the guy, the master of the horse at the party? Dinner thing?
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll a d20 for luck.
Look,
Oh, okay. Can somebody help me?
Yeah, because I was helping him with the horse in the first time, right?
All right.
horse in the first time.
Go ahead, Declan. You can roll as well.
Yay!
I got 10, just right down the middle.
I got 12.
Ooh.
Okay.
But like add those together and that's a 22. So
That's true.
So in this exact moment, nothing happens.
Okay.
Nothing happens.
in this exact
However-
moment, Asa, have faith.
However, when you guys enter the building, you will again. Oh, pardon me. That's,
There
that's
we
a
go.
little better. All right. So as you enter the building, you are faced with again the beautiful, ornate interior that you saw before.
Oh, I thought you were going to say
There is a-
beautiful woman.
That's what I
Yeah.
thought too.
Well, that is coming.
Wow.
That's what?
And so will Asa soon.
No,
You know
just
what I'm
kidding.
saying?
So as you enter, you see these beautiful rounded staircases going up to the back. You see candlesticks and chandeliers, that's what they're called, hanging, and the place is bustling with conversation and with footsteps from another room, and a gentleman in presumably, actually we'll just call him a butler. A butler will introduce you guys, or pardon me, introduce himself, and then offer you guys a place to put your belongings, place your weapons. Are you guys going to put your weapons aside?
No.
I'm gonna hang on to mine.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep mine, but I'm gonna, because I think it affects my clothing as well. I'm gonna mask in many faces, disguise self, and like fold the sword in onto my back. Doesn't I think that's how that works, isn't it? Let me see
It
here.
might be at a later level, but I'm pretty sure you can just phase it in and out of existence.
But well, no. So it's still there. But it says you
It's
make yourself,
disguised.
including your clothing, armor, weapons, and other belongings on your person, look different until the spell ends or until you use your action to dismiss it.
I
So
think that's fair.
it'll still be there. Like if someone were to, it's just like it's an illusion. But I just want to basically make it look like my sword's not there, even though if someone were to touch it, it is still there.
I want to do Mask of Many Things and turn my sword into like a rocket launcher just on my back.
Yeah,
An RPG.
I Mask of Many Faces into Draconis' mother.
Oh.
And I crowned him.
No.
Oh.
Dad? Is that you after all this time?
Oh,
I said mother.
Oh, mother.
Your
I've never
mother.
seen my mother.
All right, and eventually, as you guys decline placing your weapons aside, he will say, "Very well. There is no contract saying you must place these aside. However, it will be a great breach in etiquette." And he will.
I don't give a shit about
enunciate.
etiquette. If someone needs their ass kicked, I need my mace.
Whoa.
Please,
He does-
Isaac, watch your language.
Very well.
Sorry.
Very well.
As the leader of the Reclaimers, I apologize for his atrocious behavior.
Wait, hold the fuck up. What? Isaac's
Well,
gonna say that. And he's like,
I
what?
apologize for his atrocious behavior, and then move on.
As he's walking away, he's just gonna lean over to Draconis. Who the fuck appointed him as leader?
He's been saying
I
this whole time.
appointed
It's
him as
pretty clear that
leader.
he's leader.
I am beginning to believe that perhaps he is not the leader.
He's beginning to believe.
I whisper
I'm
over
uncertain.
to, no, I whisper over to Keeper. I'm like, this is called sarcasm. He's not the leader.
Oh, I see.
Ask him
I've read
from the
about
back.
sarcasm.
Yes, he is.
Can we stop and appreciate the fact that Keeper is basically autistic because he doesn't understand sarcasm? Is that canonical?
No,
Is
he's
he
just a
autistic?
no, he's just a child.
He's just
I
like
don't
4
know.
years old.
I think he's doing pretty well for 4 years old. Or
Yeah,
Proud of
he's
you.
great for 4 years old.
Mhm. Mhm.
Much smarter than I was at 4 years old.
Same. Good job, Keeper.
4
Not
years
me.
old. I'm pretty sure I said
Not me,
I'm
dude.
pretty sure I said the term "I'm an innocent pavilion" when I was 4. So
He was coded with Chat GBT.
I thought approximately meant exactly until I was like 18.
I
It was
also said diabolical. I
Diabolical.
threw an extra B in there.
Nailed it.
bad. Okay. Sorry.
All right.
I will.
So,
Mr. Woman.
with your guys' weapons strapped to your sides and backs, the butler will lead you to the next room over, which is a great hall. Excuse me. At the very front of the room is a like 40 foot wide set of stairs leading down to a marbled dance floor, where there are indeed several people dancing. And pardon me, the level that you guys are at stays up and wraps around the dance floor till the back, where there is another set of stairs from the backside going to the ballroom or the dance. Okay. And with that, there are dinner tables all the way around the room. Yes. Okay. That's it.
Yes.
It is
Um,
beautiful. Very
Yes.
pretty.
I would
Lots
like
of
to.
people, lots of fine clothing, fine women, not people, fine people.
Find women, not people.
I would like to-
people.
I would like to go find Adeline.
Ah, yes, me as well.
And as you guys get brought into this room, the butler will step to the side and gesture towards you guys. Hear ye, hear ye! Behold the Reclaimers! And then he will let you guys enter the room. And there is a little bit of a commotion or murmurs from the people, who
Silence.
you guys can tell are all like pretty noble, highborn people.
Can I roll? I don't know what you would want out of this, but can I roll either like a perception or an investigation or something
go
to
with
hear what they're
perception.
saying?
Let's go with
Okay.
perception.
Nat 20.
Oh!
What did they say?
Yippee-ki-yay!
So, Declan, we are going to say that you are able to hear 3 different people. The first one says something along the lines of, they saved the inn last night, or they saved the manor last night. Another group will, or another pair of people from further, like all the way onto the dance floor, they will say, have you heard? I'm not sure. Or, let me say this right. I heard they killed the Crimson Company last night.
That's
And then the third
incorrect.
group will say, this one's an old man. He's gonna say, didn't I hear that they were there at the fight? Were you? Wait. Didn't I hear that they were there at the fight last night? Didn't they start it? And with that, you guys will then go to look for Adeline.
Declan, what did they
Did
say?
Declan only...
Yeah,
Declan was
I'm the only one who
okay.
heard that.
Yep.
I forgot all of the sentences that I just heard.
No, I'm debating. I'm debating if I
Say it out
say
loud.
anything or not.
Regardless
Debate
of
harder.
anything, I flip everybody off.
Oh, okay.
Everyone
I'm pretty
around,
sure
what
we
is
had
that?
a 33% approval rate from those three murmurs I heard. That was a 33% approval rate, and now we're flipping them off. We're about to have a 0% approval rating. Yeah, I suppose I'll tell Asham. I'll say,
Yes.
but I'm gonna tell him. Yeah, I'm gonna tell him specifically about the ones who said that like we saved the inn, and the ones who said we killed the Crimson Company. Because I want to. I would actually like to go talk to the people who said we killed the Crimson Company.
Like right now?
Right now.
Okay. Which one would you like to go to first? The second or the third couple?
Whichever one said I heard they killed the Crimson Company.
The second couple.
Mhm.
So you guys will see a beautiful woman talking to a very attractive, handsome man. And let me find pictures. Okay. So this is, excuse me, Whispers of Deceit, people and NPCs. All right.
Damn, Caleb.
Thank you.
As you guys approach her, she will be introduced, or we'll introduce her later, or in a moment. Baroness Isolde Thorn.
You cut out a little bit. Will you
How
say
do
that
I
one more
spell
time?
that?
Baroness
Lickthorn.
Lickthorn.
How do you spell that?
Behold the people and NPCs thread.
Oh!
Behold!
Ooh.
Logan got fancy on us by saying, "Behold, behold the people and NPCs thread." This old Darkthorn.
And is she part of the... Oh, well, Keeper doesn't know that.
And
Sorry.
this chat is just full of baddies.
And I'm
And then
here for-
Asham.
I think Asham
Excuse
looks
me.
very handsome. Okay.
Excuse me, did you
Faggot.
see
Oh.
my character? Imagine
Did you
this
see my character?
old man, but extremely jacked.
So yeah, so I would like to go up to the Baroness and say,
No, but
I beg your pardon, but I couldn't help but overhear what you had said. Might I ask where you would have heard that rumor?
Heard
Yeah.
what, dear? I'm not sure what you're speaking of.
You know what she's talking about.
I could have sworn I heard that you said that we killed the Crimson Company, when in fact It is quite the opposite. We are actively looking for them, trying to make sure that they are okay. And if you had heard a rumor about such, maybe you could help us find them and give them aid.
I'm afraid you must have misheard. I didn't say anything of the sort.
Pulls out Glock.
For ripping fingernails.
That would be terribly impolite to discuss such things here.
Well then, if you don't mind, what was it that you said?
Oh, I was just discussing the weather.
Hmm.
And the gentleman next to her is gonna like nod and say, "Of course, that was all that was being said."
Can I insight check?
Other line.
Yes, you can.
I was
Go
like,
ahead and roll at advantage.
Roll
I was
at
like, I don't think
advantage.
you need to insight this. 'Cause I got a
It's
nat 20 on my
23.
She is full of crap.
Great.
perception.
You're gonna see Asham's eyes turn from a golden color to red.
Wait, really?
No.
I was like, you can do that?
Thaumaturgy.
I'm
I do
gonna
have
I'm gonna
commentary.
say, I beg your pardon, but I must insist that I heard otherwise. If this would be a lot easier for everyone if you just helped us out here.
Is it over?
What?
I took a bite.
Munch moment, sip moment,
Asa?
gulp moment.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I go there.
I want to go to there.
She will respond to Declan. Insist all you want. There was nothing said that you're assuming. And if you assume to hear you heard that, you assume incorrectly.
That's our leader. Go get him.
Do I do it?
Now, have a splendid evening. And she is going to put her hand up here. The gentleman next to her is going to take it, and they are going to walk onto the dance floor.
Ooh.
I'll be like, Declan, shall we go for a dance?
And then Declan's gonna mask many faces into a woman approximately the same age as Asham.
390.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, dude, Logan, you should have vetoed me getting Mask of Many Faces, dude. I love this thing so much. It's so much fun.
Okay.
It's because it's like it's very helpful in some scenarios, but in most it's just like for some stupid fun, you know?
No, absolutely.
I love
And as
it.
you guys are having this stupid fun, you guys will notice that Draconis has stepped away from the rest of the group and gone towards a
Asa in the background
It's,
messaging.
the room is
Logan.
rectangular. On the left side of it is a series of tables and waiters and waitresses that are dishing out alcohol. Copious
Ooh,
amounts of
Isaac-
alcohol.
Isaac's gonna get on that.
I think it's funny how both Isaac and Xavier have been alcoholics.
They take after their maker.
Oh no.
That's the moat. That's the moat for Dante's characters is alcoholism.
I will also. I don't think Keeper stopped for the aside. I think he went directly to Adeline. I think he was just like,
Everyone's
yeah, I
"We're
think-
for dinner with Adeline. We need to eat with Adeline. We can't forget dinner with Adeline."
This is how I'm picturing it. Is me and Asham went to talk to those two, and then they were like, "Oh, let's go dance," and then we lost our minds and became senile old men that were like, "Yeah, let's go dance."
The whole point of us going to dance was to follow them onto the dance floor.
Oh, that too.
After
He forgot what his his real motivation was.
Yeah, I did.
The
I just
moment
wanted
he went
to
onto
dance
the
with
dance
Asham.
floor.
My
just
name is
wanted to
Asham
dance with
Detraco, leader of the third rank.
Okay.
You shall
Um,
be intimidated by me.
After 3 or 4 drinks, I will grab another drink and follow Keeper towards that.
After I drink
Go
a
ahead
drink, I
and
shall
roll a
grab
con
another.
save, Asa.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
This is how
Immediate.
drunk you get.
Oh, dear.
Immediate.
After 30 to 40 drinks.
I'm fine.
He rolled a nat 1. I'm feeling it.
It's like a
What'd you
30.
roll?
I got a 5.
I was
Oh
close.
yeah, he's
Fine.
sauced, dude. He is
You're doing a
sauced.
great job. That is what I
Thank
would have
you.
said.
I-
Okay.
Oh,
So who all is going to Adeline at this
Indulge.
point?
keeper.
I'm going.
It's
I'm
just
going, I'm
keeper.
going.
Just keeper?
Draconis.
Oh wait,
I
and
think
Draconis
is
is
stumbling over there.
Where'd my friend go? Keeper!
I'm gonna assume that
Hello?
Isaac, just because the
Hello,
thought of him
Draconis,
being
over
alone.
here.
Oh, Keeper! I go over to you. I wrap my arm around you. This is my best friend.
Really?
Isaac's just gonna like,
We're best friends. Even after
Yeah.
I killed the count.
Oh,
I
that's
thought you were mad
fine.
at me.
Oh, water under the bridge.
Oh, that's very nice to hear.
You did what you had to do, and I pat you on the chest.
Well, thank you, Draconis. Very kind.
And after this heartwarming reconciliation, the two of them, or three of them, Isaac is with,
They're friends.
will go
And
forward
so many
and meet with Adeline. She is encircled by several other highborns with fine clothing, and they are conversating. But the moment she sees you, Adeline will halt the conversation with the raise of her hand and say, or gesture to the oncoming adventurers, and she'll say, "Ah, it is them, those whom I have spoken so highly of. Welcome, reclaimers. We owe you our lives."
the two reclaimers that show up.
Oh,
Yeah.
Keeper, don't
One
tell
of
her.
which being totally plastered.
Don't keep her. Don't tell her she's pretty. And like
Your
she
secret.
can obviously hear, but I'm like, don't tell her I said that.
Your secret is safe with me, Draconis.
She
one will
rolled an
hear
nat 20. She heard every word.
Nice.
And she rolled so highly on her perception check, she also saw what was happening down south. You peed your pants. No, I'm just kidding.
I thought you were talking. I thought you were talking about the two old men dancing on the floor.
I
Oh,
know,
no.
that's what I thought too. Is she just saw
I thought
me.
he was gonna say that too. I thought he was gonna be like,
Oh.
yeah, she rolled so well. She saw two old men dancing
Right.
on the dance floor and was like,
Draconis, I don't mean to alarm you, but her line of sight has oriented itself toward your nether regions.
Oh,
As well.
right. I might have spilled a little bit, but that's okay. It'll dry out.
Yeah, indeed.
All right. So she'll say, if I could ask, wait here for just a moment, and then we shall take a seat and dine.
Of course, Madam Ribbonhall.
She'll step away for a moment and grab like comparable to like a champagne flute, and the music will stop. Huh?
Hey, very nice, very nice, very nice.
Me and Declan still dancing on the dance floor because we couldn't hear the music stop.
And she will then say, sorry. She will then say, everyone, thank you for quieting down. It appears the people of honor have arrived. And she'll gesture towards the three of them up on top, and towards the two old men on the dance floor, which have accumulated a good number of concerned eyes, as well as like questioning eyes. They're like, why? Huh? In terms of like looking down on you from up above.
as that happens, Declan's just gonna like as they're hand in hand, he's just gonna kind of grab Ashton's hand and like lift it up like he just won a boxing match.
Yes, but I kind of get like lifted up a little bit.
And Adeline is going to kind of like try to keep her composure, but you guys who are up on top can kind of see a little bit of like a quirk in her, or like a little
Smirk.
raise of her smile, a little smirk, like a little, like she's trying to not smile, but she
Because
smiles.
she sees my massive biceps as he lifts my arm.
It is because of these brave warriors that we are here today. And with that, they shall dine at the head of our entourage. So please, enjoy this feast. Enjoy our time together. This is a celebration.
Asham's gonna turn to that couple that we were talking to and give a smirk as we walk up the stairs.
Baroness Isolde Darkthorn will kind of like look down and like as you guys are walking past her, and the music will resume as food is brought out and placed on the tables.
Can I insight on Baroness when she does that? I want to see if she's like, if she's just like angry.
Yes, go ahead and roll.
16 plus. Oh, I'm goofing up the DPI on my mouse. 16 plus insight is dirty 20.
She's pretty miffed. She's pretty miffed.
I don't know what that means.
Angry. Like
kind of peeved.
Yeah.
She's upsetty spaghetti.
Annoyed.
Irritated.
Indeed.
Miffed.
And so, as the servants bring it out and place it on the tables, you guys will see that she, or pardon me,
the chefs,
Lady Adeline will gesture for you guys to join her at the table at the front of everyone. So you guys will, or she will sit down, and then according to proper etiquette, you may sit down.
What comfy
And thus
seats.
I sit.
I stumble over and I fall into Isaac's arms. Wait,
Isaac's not even here.
Isaac!
I stumble over and
fall
fall
onto
into
the
Ashton's
ground
arms.
because there was no one there. To
Because
catch
Isaac
you.
was not there.
Oh, my best friend
Wait,
is
wait, wait,
fallen.
Wait,
Pick
wait.
him up.
Wait, can I see him about to fall into Isaac's arms, and then can I mask of many faces into Isaac and catch Draconis?
What is with this mask of many faces?
I love mask of many faces. Dude.
Why don't you just use
Listen,
Mage Hand to catch him?
Take it away.
Because
Take it away from him.
Because listen, I'm trying to listen. Ace is trying to be like, oh, Isaac, and so, but Isaac's not here, so I'm trying to wingman, you know.
I'm trying to humor Isaac. But he's not.
Well, then I don't
here.
do it.
Yeah. So you know what?
If it's not for Draconis'
Forget
sake,
it.
then I don't do it.
Can
I sit
I-
down dressed as myself.
Can I cast Thaumaturgy and
Dude, we're just.
I stumble.
We're
into it.
screwing at this.
let's
We're
where is
this
it?
is self-harm. This is what we're doing right now.
Right underneath Draconis' chair, I'm gonna cause harmless tremors, but only underneath his chair.
Okay, so I sit down. Without me.
Goodness.
I am so sorry. Don't know what came from me. Oh man, I drank a little too much, didn't I?
I have no words.
Neither do I. And that is why Adeline will step in after everyone has seated themselves, and she will say, I am quite curious. Where do all of you hail from?
I think she's hitting on me. So I am from the great region of Zesifa.
Zazisper?
That's what I said, yeah.
Ah, I see. Such a lovely city, isn't it?
No, it was not the great.
No, but now
Someday. Would you accompany me?
Can I slide a glass of water Draconis' way to hopefully sober him up a little bit.
He goes to like grab it, but his hand just hits it off the table.
And
So
then, like,
as all of this is happening, she will respond to Draconis's inquiry and say, she'll kind of smile to herself and say, I surmise that would be quite the adventure, traveling with you.
Oh, we would have such a good time.
Declan's gonna mage hand the glass of water away from him.
I go to reach for it. Ah, nuts.
And then I think Declan's gonna say, and I, my lady, hail from the city of Dermar.
Ah, I see. And you were in the Emberborn Enclave, were you not? She'll say, looking at Asham.
Yes, I was. And
Sorry for your loss.
It's okay. It is a loss, but they fought well. And I miss them dearly. However, I have grown in friendship with these new companions.
I do, friend. Oh,
I said
friend,
companion.
Oh, you said friend. I heard it.
And she'll take particular interest in Keeper, and she'll say, "And you? I'm afraid I've only heard the stories. I heard that there was a an automaton living at the university.
An Autobot.
Is that you?"
Yes, at one time I did live at the university, yes.
But no longer?
No, I'm rather homeless for the time being.
No, we have a home now. We
Shut
just
up, old
moved
man,
you
shut
in.
up, old man, shut up, old man.
It's like one of those. It's like one of those like alarms that he trips. He's like, "We have a shut up, shut up, shut up."
Sorry. Never mind. We are all homeless.
Alright, and then she'll say, in response to Keeper, well, consider yourself homeless no longer. If the need should ever arise for a place to stay, it is the least I can do to give you room and board for the time being.
Is like the rest of the participants at the table, are they listening to this, or are they just engaged in their own conversations?
Make a perception check.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut off.
I'm being pretty loud, so I don't know.
Sorry
how they're
about that. No
reacting.
one threw up.
Oh, sorry.
That's
Oh
okay.
gosh.
14.
14?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna say it's tough to tell, because you can't really hear what the other people at the table are saying. However, we'll say that you can hear, or you can definitely see some people like glancing over at you guys. So if they're not listening to the words you're saying, they're definitely talking about you.
Okay.
I can do another con save.
Can I do another con save?
Sober
please?
up.
You certainly can,
Requests.
Mr. I DM'd me for more drinks.
Oh no.
Roll a 13.
A 15?
13.
13?
DC.
Still drunk.
Still.
I want to know if do I get more drunk, or do I stay the same amount?
You certainly do get more drunk.
Okay.
You
There's
get
okay.
Oh no.
I get really quiet. I start looking.
Sad.
A little sad. Not sad yet. No, sad's not. That doesn't come next. I get really skeptical, and I feel like somebody's out to get me now.
Oh, you get what's it?
Paranoid?
Paranoid. Yeah, you get
That's-
paranoid.
Okay. Where'd my I know I had water. Who took my water? Somebody took my water.
Declan's just gonna take a sip and just kind of like put it off to the side and be like,
That's all you. Then you just hear me mumbling to myself.
This is going well, I think.
Yeah.
Is it?
Is
Is it though?
it going well?
Uh,
What are you looking at? The people.
Keeper's gonna say, Miss Rivenhall, I'm not familiar with the etiquette surrounding a dinner, a large banquet like this, and I find myself rather uncomfortable. I was under the impression that we would be having a private dinner of some kind, rather than a large ball or banquet.
Ah, but isn't this nice? It is always good for the people here to celebrate and have an occasion to pull out their nice gowns, don't you think?
Although that is, although that is true, I do believe Keeper has a point. I believe we have some sensitive stuff that we want to discuss with you to make
I'm
sure
not
that
sensitive. You're sensitive.
Well, very
make
well.
Sure, make sure that any future attacks can either be maybe thwarted before they happen, or that we can ensure your safety.
Of course. Well, for the moment then, let us discuss the light-hearted things and eat this exquisite meal. And she'll gesture over, and you guys will see yet another meal being brought to you guys.
Another.
And the meal goes by rather smoothly. Well, mostly smoothly. Draconis is
Continuing to drink alcohol.
Draconis is certainly
If nobody's stopping me,
shall
I'm
we
still
say.
He's
And okay, Asa, make a third con save. If you fail this, you pass out.
Okay, cool.
10 to save.
Dude.
5.
5. So about 3/4 of the way through the meal, you just see Draconis.
I'm just picturing Gimli from Lord of the Rings. Oh, let me say that again. I'm just picturing Gimli from Lord of the Rings passing out next to Legolas.
Absolutely. And throughout the meal, you guys discuss her background and her interests. You guys tell her a little bit about each of you. But some info about her. She was born into a prestigious noble family that lost its power during the war. A lot of her wealth and fortune was stolen from her, and she used what she had left to open the Silverwood Manor. She is, throughout the conversation, you'll notice she is clever and, we shall say, witty. So forgive me if I, as a DM, don't portray that, but she is. And you guys will notice, if you roll high enough on a perception check, 2 of you.
I can take it.
I got
Can
it.
I roll?
No, you're
No,
passed out.
you're unconscious.
19.
19?
That is a 22 for me as well. I've rolled 3 14s this session, by the way. So, thank you.
That's pretty good.
Nice, well done.
She is clever and cunning, and underneath all of her fine words and meticulous looks, you guys will notice that she is determined and ambitious. So it appears that, like, when she was a child, her family had power, and she wants that back. Power and influence. And being able to organize such an event like this, you guys can see that she does have a fair amount of social power. But with a 22, you guys will wonder, or you guys will see, that maybe she wants even more. And eventually, the feast will come to a close, and the dancing will begin. Maybe 2/3 of the highborn lords and ladies will descend onto the dance floor, and they will begin dancing. When that happens, Adeline will ask you guys. You said that you had things to discuss. Shall we adjourn to a more private room?
Of course.
Wonderful. Well then, follow me. And a servant will pull her chair out, and she will stand up and lead you guys to another room. Do you guys bring the passed out Draconis?
I'll
Carry him.
Yes, we bring him.
Hey, how do you guys carry him?
Why does that matter?
Asham de
Is it possible
Traco can
to
carry
rouse
him all by himself.
So, did you say arouse me?
Rouse.
Rouse.
R-O-U.
Okay.
I definitely heard arouse.
I
did too.
Cool, I heard what you said, man. I know what you said.
Is it possible to rouse him?
Go ahead
He rolled a
and
5.
Roll to seduce.
a medicine check.
Oh my.
Can I as an ex-court physician, can I help him?
Certainly. Go ahead and roll
I
that
don't
as
know why
an
I
answer.
did that. I don't know why that's the motion.
Scary skeletons.
That's a 13.
Okay.
With advantage?
Yeah. I rolled 2 11s.
So under the fine watch of Declan, the former court physician of Tithir, you will have all of the information you need to wake him. And as Declan kind of describes the best way to wake a drunken person, which involves like I don't know, a series of small steps like pinching the pinky toe and poking the side and taking like a warm glass of milk, holding it under their nose. You slap
Smelling
him in
salts.
the face, and
Oh.
it kind of dazes him awake a little bit, but then he goes back to sleep.
I'll just carry him as I deadlift Draconis onto my shoulders.
All right.
Okay. And at that, you guys are on your way.
Yeah. As I'm passed out, I kind of feel his packs like.
All right. And as he gets carried out, you guys will see a good number of the onlookers will be even more disturbed at Draconis's drunken state.
And wait, we noticed that as a whole?
Yes. Oh yeah. No, it's
fairly
very easy to
obvious.
see people like pointing and like snickering to themselves.
So once like Keeper having seen Adeline like do the like where she taps her glass with a spoon to kind of get people's attention, Keeper, once he sees like people are looking, he's gonna grab a glass and just destroy it with a spoon. Just my friend Draconis has had too much to drink, and we are tending to him. Goodbye.
As soon as you did that, the music stopped, and everybody waited to hear the announcement. And as you guys go to leave, or as Keeper walks away, everyone will be like, okay. And the music will resume, and people will start partying again.
Declan's gonna throw his arm around Keeper and be like, "Good job."
Thank you. I tried.
You're really picking up on all of this whole nuanced scenarios, aren't you?
Perhaps. Perhaps. I'm a master at manipulating social situations.
Evidently so.
And so she will lead you into another room, down a hallway, and then into another room. This final room is a library. There are books lined all the way up to the ceiling. some of those.
Nice.
When I
Some
get
of those
drunk-
like
when I get drunk,
rolling ladders that slide across bookshelves. It is a large room, but you guys are the only 6 people in it.
when I get drunk, I just start stripping.
Oh no.
Even when you're
And-
passed out.
Yep.
And being carried by another man.
Yeah.
Especially being carried by another man.
Okay. All right, and with
Can I
that,
carry him?
No.
Give me 1 sec. I think I smelled some smoke. Maybe I'm having a stroke, but
Oh,
Probably not.
she will then say, well, you're alone. To what do we owe the pleasure of your visit tonight? It appears that there is more than my invitation towards dinner.
Well, we did not forget the invitation for dinner, that is for certain.
We had a reminder for every hour.
Right. But we just wanted to get as much as you knew about the potential, about the attack that had occurred the night before, as much information as possible. And then there are some other questions that we might have following that.
I see.
bless you.
Yes, well, from what I have been able to gather, it appears that Count Lucius Nightshade, she didn't know he was titled Count. It appears that Lucius Nightshade, one of my patrons, was in the Night Masks. You know who that group is, do you not?
Yes, we are aware of the Nightshades and what they are.
Yes, we know.
Well, it appears that Count Lucius Nightshade was one of them, and not only a part of them, but he could have even been leading them. Some men from the Citadel came by last night to investigate, and they took all of his things.
Who are these men?
She'll illustrate a couple of the guys. Go ahead and roll an insight check. 2 of you.
Inside?
I have good insight. If
Do it.
I have +4
Do it
on
now.
it. So.
I also have +4.
oh, no, I don't, because I rolled a nat 1. So
Nat
There's your
1.
good
What are the other
insight.
ones?
Wait, how?
2 people rolled.
Oh, 2 people. Okay.
17.
17. With a 17, you will be able to say that through her description, it sounds like these could have been Tardith's men, because like they definitely had some men come by, or pardon me, Tardith definitely had some men come by, hence the reason you guys got Keeper's book, or Elam Sunspear's book out of the Count's room.
that's right.
But Tardith never mentioned anything, or that they took everything from the Count's room. So, at this point, it's tough to say, if she's being honest.
I see.
And then to carry on, she'll say, from my understanding, it appears that the Night Masks may be behind the recent attacks.
It seems we're all on the same page then.
Ah. Is that what you are here to investigate, the Night Mask?
Yes.
Oh, I say that if that is your current query, you should find another one. The Night Masks are dangerous, and unless you want to end up like the Emberborn, and she'll look at Asham, I suggest you find another quest.
Is that a threat?
No. Go ahead and roll an insight check. This one will carry through for the rest of the conversation.
Oh my.
It's
No pressure.
Nat 20.
good.
Nat 20?
Nice.
I just love Colin's face.
Hey, listen, nat 1 followed by a nat 20, I'll take it.
Well, yeah,
That is
and
pretty
we
awesome.
we just gotta be very, very grateful that Logan didn't say this is the one that carries through one roll sooner. That would have sucked.
Okay. Keeper, you will sense through the gears and machinery in your head that yes, she's a little worried about you guys, but she also wants you to stop investigating the night masks.
Sorry, I'm typing.
Yeah, she wants us. Like, I think why does she want us to stop investigating?
Draconis, you're knocked out.
Draconis, you don't even know what's going on.
I'm just trying to help, guys. I'm just trying to help.
I'm just here to help.
So I think Keeper is gonna latch on to like the worry. Like he understands both parts, but he's going to say, "I appreciate your care for us."
Does
Would it
that
be correct to say Miss Rivenhall?
Of course. Yes, you may address me as such.
If Declan wanted to interject.
I was just gonna ask if that insight counted for just Keeper or for the entire party.
We'll say that it's just Keeper for the moment.
Okay.
So Keeper's gonna say, I understand that you are worried and you would not like to see us befall harm. And I do appreciate your concern for us, Miss Rivenhall. But we care very much for the continued prosperity of Tathir and Saradouche Tathir as a whole, and we fear that these attacks might jeopardize that very thing.
I see. Your courage does you all credit. However, the night masks are just unpredictable. It seems that they're lashing out at anything and everything, and this attack last night proves that. I worry that now that you have made yourselves known to them, you will find them where you least expect.
Well, somebody's got to stop them. And that's why we are here.
There are more ways to serve Tathir. Just yesterday, we heard news that up north, in the city of Verista, of a horde of undead descending upon the city. There are more ways than one to serve Tathir.
Why do you want us to avoid the night mask so desperately?
And
Is it
Isaac's
wrong
going to
for me-
interject and say, not just that you want us to avoid them, why are you trying to deceive us? Like, why are you trying to push us away from them? You don't want us to do this. Dissuade, that's the word. Like, why are you so adamant that we don't look into them?
Well, is it wrong for me to want to protect my protectors?
Oh, she cares about us.
I'm going to rip off her fingernail.
No.
Actually, one of you guys, or actually, you would know that the township or city of Verista is a pretty small city, but it is up next to the Argent Wing. If we look at the map that I sent you guys with the Star Spire locations, Verista is the green star.
Ah.
Let me go there.
Barista moment.
Ah.
So,
Barista.
What was she saying about it?
Undead, hordes of undead.
there are massive amounts of undead.
I believe the word was
descending upon
hordes.
Verista. Yes.
I see.
Declan, do you have anything to say about that?
Do I? So
No is fine. No is fine.
yeah, I mean, because I would want to talk about it in front of the party, but I don't trust Adeline.
Okay.
Uh, so I just like I guess table talk. I feel like we're not going to get information from her. I think like the best we can do is to regard her as an ally and make her think that we're on the same side. So if you guys would like, I can like with the information we've gathered from her, and like I don't want to reveal any of Keeper's insight to the rest of the party while she's sitting here. Like, would you guys be upset if I concluded this meeting? Like, told her we're good to go, and then we can regroup at Roseguard Keep.
Go
I
for
would.
it.
I would not, because like I said, what I do want to say, I want to say outside of the presence of Adeline.
Okay, so Keeper's going to look at Adeline and say, "Well, your concern has been well met, and perhaps you are right, ma'am. Perhaps our help would be more effective in a place that is being more directly attacked."
Well, of course. Let me show you where the town is. And she'll pull out a map from one of the shelves on the in the library, and it is the very same map that I sent in the Discord. And she'll point out Varista, the green star.
All right. Well, I appreciate your loyalty and kindness and generosity, Miss Ravenhall. But I believe that you've given us much to think about and to consider, because you are correct. We are in considerably more danger than we were before, and perhaps it is best that we keep our noses clean, if you will. But you do have an ally in us, and hopefully we have an ally in you, and we can communicate if necessary. But if I may ask for our leave.
Go ahead. Are you trying to, or pardon me, do you intend to be the ally you're saying, or are you lying to her?
I think Keeper wants to have an ally in her, but like he's not gonna let if in a perfect world, Keeper and her would be allies, right? But in this specific instance, he's not gonna stop pursuing the Night Masks. And they might see the undead, because it kind of seems like if we're gonna go do Declan's thing, that's the way we have to go. So we might be getting involved with that, but yeah, I don't know that Keeper necessarily is saying like. I don't think he's lying and saying he wants to have an ally in her, because ultimately he does.
Okay. In that case, you will hear her say, in response to what you said, of course. You most assuredly do not feel imprisoned here. I should like to give you a form of communication. And, then she'll say, because I believe a partnership could do us both well. I think, and actually, she'll gesture to the room around you, and she'll say, I own Silverwood Manor. A lot of people go through here, as the last night proves. I can find a lot of valuable information for you if you are willing to provide same amounts of information for me.
I suppose if there is a question you have to ask, I could attempt to answer it.
All I want is to be kept apprised of information and developments around the Night Masks. Where
For
they
your
have caused
safety, of
so
course.
much. What was that?
For your safety, of course, yes.
And for the safety of my patrons. People here have not lost faith, but they've definitely begun to question if they are safe here. So please, keep me up to speed on everything you find. And perhaps we can find ways to help each other. And she'll look at Isaac, and she'll kind of like check him out a little bit.
Isaac, I
And-
believe she is looking at your physical form rather promiscuously.
Oh
Thank
no!
you, Keepa.
Pardon, Adeline. Pardon, Adeline.
She's going to blush like crazy, and
I don't blame you. If I were you, I'd stare too.
That's it. That's like
I don't know what she would say.
don't worry, madam. Your secret is safe with me.
Isaac,
Nobody will
Isaac
know.
flirts. Isaac flirts so
Your
hard that
secret.
even the DM gets flustered.
And at that exact moment, Draconis will kind of like, ugh.
Never
jolts
that
himself
barbecue
away.
sauce.
I'm gonna
He's
go.
been holding on to that line.
I'm gonna go over to Asham and just be like, "Let's get ready for the show," and just like,
I know. I was literally gonna be like, you see Asham dance around like handsome Squidward as he takes off his shirt.
What?
Good heavens.
Oh, Adeline, we were meaning to talk with you.
I believe you were, yes.
Oh, yes.
Draconis, is it?
Yes.
It was a
Wonderful.
pleasure.
It
And
was.
she'll take your hand and hold it for a moment and kind of like
Well,
wait for you to
and I just stare at the hand, and I
Stare at the hand.
and I kiss it.
and I kiss it.
And then I pat her hand. Lovely to meet you. And I walk out.
He just walks out.
Is there anything else you guys would like to say to her before you go?
Oh, I think Keeper is just going to say, we have correspondence at the old Roseguard Manor. If you would like to, if you need to attempt to get in contact with us, we will find whatever you leave there.
Hey, that's where we live. Oh,
I see. Well, perhaps I can provide an even more direct mode of communication. And she'll go behind a desk, open up a drawer, and pull out a pair of sending stones.
Fine.
And she will give you guys one of the sending stones.
Right.
Wow.
And with that,
All right.
the conversation is concluded. You guys are free to go.
what a nice lady.
What do you
Very
guys do when you exit the building? You guys go into the Rose Guard Keep?
As I walk out, I stare at that couple very intensely. That was talking about us killing the Crimson.
Yeah, I think as we walk out, whether we go to the Crimson or whether we go to the Rose Guard Manor or not, I am going to explain, like, if we wanted to go check out Versta, it is on the way to the caves that I am meant to check out. It's a two birds with one stone type of things that I'm imagining here.
Perhaps we could take a peek.
I agree.
Where are
Maybe we
going?
might learn something. We're gonna go talk to some
We are
undead.
taking you to a bed, Draconis.
Oh,
Sleep
no,
this off.
I feel fine.
Asham picks
how
up
many fingers am I holding
Draconis.
up?
What? Fingers?
How many fingers am I holding up?
You're holding Stop shaking around so much.
I'm literally not shaking
The
them at all.
answer is 3, Draconis. He's
I
holding
knew
3.
that. It's 3, Declan.
No, it was 7. I had 4 up on my other
Oh my.
Trick question.
Yes.
Ashram picks up Draconis and throws him over his shoulder.
Oh, I throw up over your shoulder.
Let's get you to bed, young man.
All right.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Overnight, Keeper is going to continue translating the book. Is that right?
Yeah, I have another thing I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And that
They
is
also
try
have
to
stuff on
see where the ring on the Beastmaster is.
Ah,
Yeah.
great question. When would you like to try that?
Now. I mean, it might scare me in real life if you say like it's really close to the inn. So if they're close, I don't want to know at all. But yeah, I'll do that before I start studying. Like I'll just think like in what direction, I guess, or where, because the language of the ring says you know where the ring is at all times. So I don't know if like I would know where it's at on a map or if I just know the direction it's in. But I would probably.
We're gonna say
start
you
the
know
night
the
with that.
direction.
Okay. So yeah, I would just start the night with that then, and then study the book after I
Okay.
find that out.
Can we know like the general distance as well? Like either approximately close, just far away.
Sure. Although, let's say that's gated behind a Arcana check.
Oh my. Oh my. All right,
Oh no.
I can roll an Arcana. I can do it.
DC of 10.
All right. That's a 14.
Yeah.
Oh, heck yeah! Okay, so you're going to know that she is just outside of Saradouche, just to the southwest.
Oh,
All right.
I thought you were gonna say our apartment. Oh,
Or, pardon me, southeast. Kind of over by the Great Hall of Emmons Field.
oh.
Sarah.
Great Hall.
All right.
You looked over with a questioning look, and I was like, I feel like I'm supposed to know something.
Nah, I looked over because I wanted to see if my keyboard was picking up on my mic.
Oh,
Mm.
But
only a
yeah,
little.
and then I'll study the book for the remainder of the evening.
Okay. Keeper,
Ayo.
roll a d20.
Okay. That's an 18.
Nice.
Okay, we're gonna say you make it a fair way through the book. Roll a d4.
Okay.
I thought the D20 was gonna be like if you rolled bad, you find out that the Beastmaster is here and that she found the ring and threw it out, and was.
Hey, why did you shouldn't have given Logan the idea that she could possibly find the ring?
No, that was already on my radar.
No.
That's a 3.
I didn't say it was on her radar, but
Oh,
it's on
okay.
mine.
Rad. That's
It's not on the Beastmasters, but it's on God's.
Oh,
No. It might be. I just said I didn't say it.
God only knows what you've
that's
been
a
through.
3 on the D4.
That is a 3 on the d4.
Thrace.
Yep.
You will find that oh, this is actually kind of awesome.
All right.
The location of one of the keys of dissolution is located. Actually, let me double check that. That's amazing. How fortuitous is this? All right. Excuse me.
I would love to know.
The location of one of the keys of dissolution is located in the Grim Jaws.
The what?
The tallest of the 4 peaks in the Starspire Mountains. It is hidden in an ancient monastery to the goddess Saloon. Our Lady Silver. That is what Elam theorized through his research.
An ancient monastery, you said?
To the goddess Saloon, yes.
Goddess. So, I don't have the symbol, but I'll spell it right. So,
Selune.
right.
Saloon.
I know that there's like a. Anyways, what was the name of the peak again? Yeah,
Grim Jaws, or
Grim
Mount
Jaws.
Thargil.
Oh,
Which is like
how
it's the-
convenient.
So-
it's the red star
Right?
on the star spire.
So the range itself is called the Grim Jaws, and the peak is.
The tallest peak in the Grim Jaws. Or, pardon me,
Okay.
in the 4 super high peaks, yeah.
All right.
Interesting.
And you will find, and actually, that is super freaking lucky. That saves you guys a whole nother trip if you guys decide to do all of this at once.
It's true.
Chase, you roll a history check.
It's a history.
History. That is a 19.
A 19. So, you would know through, and actually, I should have given you advantage, but a 19 is good enough. You would know through your research of the dragons that the Grimjaws used to be the home of Ashgex. It is like a dead volcano that had a series of still warm but not volcano. Well, I suppose it kind of means it's active.
But
It's
like
a dead
Yellowstone.
volcano. It's Yellowstone. Thank you.
Right.
On top of the peak, and that is where Ashgex used to reside.
That sounds nice.
That used to be his home.
Where does he live now again? In
He
the wilderness?
lives at the Wormwell. Wormwell is the yellow star.
Oh, okay.
That's where he is now.
That's where he is now.
Well, we might as well stop there on the way.
Absolutely not. He'll incinerate me.
I thought the whole reason for us going over there in the first place was for you to talk to him.
I don't need to talk to Ashgex. I need to go to the cave by the Black Star.
Right.
Why?
Ashgex is pissed at him, and he needs help
Um,
earning his satisfaction back.
Okay.
Okay.
So, Keeper, also written in the book, is some specific information on the location of the monastery.
All right.
And it'll describe that it's kind of like, if the 2 highest peaks are here, then there's like a little crest line or valley going between them. It's somewhere in that valley, but you can only see the opening at night.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, Declan?
If Keeper has nothing else he wants to do, I have a couple things I would like to do.
Yes, absolutely. Night has fallen. Declan, what are you wanting to do?
I want to study my dragon books.
Which one?
Mainly, I want to study Ashgex.
Okay. So, keep in mind, you have already done a fair bit of research on Ashgex in the past. And though this is a different book, it contains a lot of the same information. So go ahead and roll a d20.
16.
16. Okay, so you're able to make it through most of the book, and you will find this one has an interesting thing that you did not know. Apparently, Ashgex had a friend. A friend for a few hundred years. And by friend, in draconic terms, that means they lived within 100 miles of each other. Generally, ancient dragons are big enough, they claim territories, and they own those territories. No other dragons can live there, right? unless they're family. So, for Ashgex, an ancient, prideful red dragon, to have a dragon of another species living within 100 miles of him is very irregular. This dragon was an ancient blue dragon. That's it.
I think I know where
Now-
this story's going.
See, I will say, technically, I already knew that.
Mm.
Well, you didn't know that, well, I suppose you would have. He lived at the Grimjaws, yeah. Now it's confirmed.
Okay, great. Do I
Alright.
have time to study another one of these books?
With a 16, sure. Which book?
The other one I want to study is the Luethia book.
Luethia. Go ahead and roll a d20.
Nat 20, baby.
Woo-wee!
I don't want to see that, dude.
Okay. All right.
Disgusting.
Through the reading of this book, you will find Luethia. She was very similar to a lot of other blue dragons, prideful like the rest of them, and perhaps even a little more aggressive than some of the blue dragons. In some ways, she behaved kind of off color to her blue color. A lot of colors behave in certain ways. And she almost behaved a little bit more aggressively than a lot of the blues. She also within the last few years before her disappearance, had been behaving more and more erratically. And keep in mind, she disappeared like 70 to 100 years ago, depending on the accounts. And by behaving more and more erratically, we're going to say that she was seen attacking small towns, attacking small villages, killing people for no other reason than that she wanted to. And according to one account in this book, and this is because of your D20, according to one account, she had at one point been seen spouting a different colored lightning. Usually it's blue. This time it had more of a violet tinge.
A dragon.
Violet.
Interesting. Okay. Gears are turning a little, but not jumping to any conclusions. And so I assume that's all that I would have been able to read this night.
I'll say
He's
so.
like, can I read another book?
Can I read another book? The only book I've yet to read at all of the 4 books I got is the Blue Corundum book.
How rude.
I mean, listen, I love Blue Corundum. He ain't gonna do jack. He's not gonna help
Right.
me out in this conquest at all.
I need help. I need to help somebody. Let me talk to a red dragon. Well known and renowned for helping people. Unlike the sapphire dragon. Villainous, evil thing.
That about adds up, yeah.
Hey, I didn't say which dragon it was, okay? That was out of my control.
We will say, is there anything else anyone would like to do? Or wait, anything else that anyone would like to do before we go to bed?
As
Get in my
soon
pajamas.
as Declan goes to sleep, Asham will place the immovable rod directly above Declan.
Toxic.
All right.
Toxic.
Let the shenanigans begin.
Toxic.
Okay. So, you guys eventually make your, or pardon me, you've made your way back to the Rose Guard Keep. It's nice. You guys do your stuff. You go to bed. The next day, I'm assuming you go get Glamour Weave, and then you
Oh yeah.
go out on your trip.
Yeah.
Commence the journey.
Do we need to tell Tardif what we're doing?
Probably.
Potentially.
Yes, let's tell him.
Logan, I have a question.
Mhm.
You've been eating those fries and that burger this whole session, and I don't know if you're just a slow eater or you're on your second helping, but I'm impressed either way.
Well, I mean, he is DMing, so he's doing a lot of talking.
I'm loving the DMing. I just want to eat a burger, man. It's cold.
Hey, we can pause and do some
Yeah,
RP
everyone
while you
just
eat your
pause
burger.
And just watch Logan eat his burger.
Yeah.
We'll let you
deserve
eat,
this.
and we'll do some
deserve this
RP while you eat your delicious burger.
Yeah.
Well, that's all right. The session is almost over.
Cool.
What?
What?
We'll say that you guys go tell Tardith that your plan is that. When you guys go to Tardith, wait a second. Box cutter.
My
Sorry.
box cutter's in my trunk. This is just a regular pocket knife. Hey, Sandante, where's yours at?
Nice.
Why is it all of us have like something that switches and is sharp within arm's reach of us?
Because men.
I cut my thumb with it this session.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
sorry,
Yeah,
sorry, Nova.
There's a little bit of
I do-
left there.
I was gonna say it's on my nightstand, but it's not on my bed.
I do this
Nice.
Gravy, Asa.
a lot. I do that a lot just because I like.
Ace.
Oh, dude, I got a bunch out in my other room, like 18.
Always
knives
have a
over there.
knife close to me.
Anywho,
When you guys tell Tardith about your trip to the west, he will tell you guys that it's actually not what he had in mind for your guys' group, but it is of dire importance. That is where Mirthal went. Mirthal was sent to investigate the coming of a necromancer. So he's not terribly opposed, but he says, almost trying to convince you guys to stay here, that the task at hand is already being taken care of. But where you guys have the other motivations to go west, you guys can certainly still go.
Fair enough. So he's basically saying, we're gonna die if you leave, and we're like, peace.
Yes, he is.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Keeper wants to. So Keeper's gonna say we went to the manor last night and had our dinner with Adeline Rivenhall, and she was acting suspicious, to say the least. We told her she was privy to the fact that Lucius was of the Night Masks, and we told her that we just wanted to make sure that nothing had happened there. Any additional funny business had not occurred there. We ended on terms in which it is seeming that we are allies. She gave us a sending stone to be in contact with her, and I just wanted you to be aware of our hands still being involved here, and advancing the original plan.
I see. Were you able to make anything of Elam's book?
Yes, I believe I deciphered the location of one of the rumored keys of dissolution, according to his writings. Or he deciphered where it was, and I deciphered his writings.
I see.
Which we may be making a stop there on our journey west and then north a little.
So this will be quite the eventful trip then. Where do you intend to go first?
The bar.
Let me look at the map really quick.
If I could,
Oh, you were
Hey,
meaning on our
damn it.
trip. Right.
Indeed.
I do believe that as one of them is actively threatening one of our lives, I believe we should maybe stop at the cave first.
Very well.
I agree. And then we can do a little swoosh on up there. We go to Cave of Wonders, and then we go to Undead Massacre, and then we go up to find a missing key.
As long as we can stop by the hot springs, I'm fine.
There are no hot springs.
There's definitely a hot spring up there. I heard.
I heard.
God told me.
God.
All right. Perfect. And with that in mind, as you guys make your final preparations, we are going to end this session. Travel. Yes, Declan. Or pardon me, Draconis.
Can I roll for hot springs?
Can I roll for hot
They're
springs?
there. They're there.
Oh, okay.
God said so. Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
God said
Thank
so.
God.
I just love the idea of can I roll for hot springs, and it's like he rolls, it's like nat 20, it just shows up in front of him. He's like, whoa!
Hebrews, how did I not see that?
Wait, what? What?
Hail and well met. Well met.
God.
Wet met.
Hail and well met.
Not feeling it.
What's met?
Alright.
Most wet.
So, that is it for the session.
Well
To
done.
clarify, are you guys planning on going to the Luethia's cave first, or are you planning on going to the
Caves.
I believe Luethia's cave.
Yep.
And then we go
Okay.
up
Then we
to,
swoosh up. We swoosh.
Yeah, then we go up
To
to
Varista.
to Varista for the undead stuff, and then we go up further for the key of dissolution.
Awesome. Okay. Okay, so I will plan the next session accordingly.
And then if we get that far in the next session, I believe on the way back we're gonna go talk to Ashgex just to be like, hey,
Hey, we
is
swoosh
what I
too
found.
good.
please don't.
Is that contingent on what occurs in the cave? Speaking
Well,
to Ashgex?
Well, I think I'm pretty certain because Ashgex told me to go to that cave, and let me read the wording precisely of what he said. It was you feel a murmur through the bond you have with the sword you carry. Through the connection, you feel that a hand is reaching out for you. As you summon the sword, you find that Ashgek's voice echoes clearly through your mind. He demands answers. You have made no progress in finding out what happened to Luethia, and that he is displeased and requires more from you. And so, I think no matter what I find in Luethia's cave, Ashgex wants to know. So,
do we all know about the nature of red dragons? Is that common knowledge? Like them
Pretty
being
much. Like there are definitely hidden secrets for each of the kinds of dragons, but
right.
red dragons are pretty prominent,
Feast.
very prideful, very
Drakes
aggressive.
of the North.
So we would know to, like, we kind of want to be careful if we're doing anything this guy says. Okay,
Is he
sounds good.
a metal, like a chromatic? What is
No,
it?
he's-
Like
Red or chromatic,
chromatic. And then what's the
metallic.
metallic? That's what it is. Okay, bye.
oh, bye, Dante.
See you, Dante.
Bye, Dante. We'll
Everyone
love you.
said bye, stream. Oh, I
Yeah, I forgot that.
didn't
bye,
hit
stream.
start screaming Lamau.
I know. I was gonna say.
Oh well.
Bye,
Bye,
Strain.
Strain.
Visit
I
next
don't-
time when
Hell.
Kona